I am the H-Town vet, and I would like to welcome you to our channel, a place where we will discuss a variety of benefits available to veterans, active duty members, and their dependents. Family, come on into the room. Come into the room. This is the spot. Huh? This is where it all goes down. You know what it is. This is where the veteran is the center. We don't talk at you, we talk to you. Isn't that what we do here? Huh? We let you share your opinion. H-Town will be acting like I know everything. I got it. I'm the expert because I went here. I was stationed in Germany. What that got to do with the price of tea in China? H-Town is not just here to give out information and knowledge, but also to learn from my fellow veterans. Now, who else tell you that like that? And backs it up on a daily basis. Come on in here, family. Let's see who was the first person in the room. We want to get through our people. As you come into the room, let us know you're here. If you want to sit back and relax, that's okay too. We glad to have you. We had to delay the program to 6:30, so we apologize for that. We want to make sure all the slides was proper and straight. So Betty Bob was the first in. She came in early, 5:30. Said, H-Town, good evening. Hope you had a good day shopping today. Yes, indeed. Well, today, I was still shopping. I'm looking for 2 vehicles. I'm going to wait with my daughter on Saturday when she's off because, you know, with tax season, they're busy. They're to about 10, 11 o'clock at night, you know, accountants because it's tax season. But I'm also looking for one for my niece. Don't tell her. We're gonna give her a car too. H-Town, he gonna be broke. Send your donations, please. Look, I got the secrets over there. Huh? Clickbait, here we come. I'm the only one calls it out. You know what is up. Benny says, hello, H-Town vet and the family. Yes, indeed, my brother. Yes, indeed. Let us know how our sound is. Let us know if you can hear us. Are we talking too loud with our big Southern voice? And 66, we thank God for 66. Say hello, family. Hello, H-Town family. Yes, indeed. We're glad to have you here. And my brother, Jay Oliver. Hello again, family. Oh, you are definitely welcome. Yes, yes, indeed. He's speaking to everyone. Then we have Sean in here. Howdy, family. Howdy back to you, Sean. Thank you. That's my fellow Houstonian. We rocking it down here. You understand? Now, the mad researcher. And it's an honor to have you in the room because you bring such knowledge. Okay, we don't shout out other people's stream, the mad researcher. When we over here, we don't talk about I'm hidden over there. Okay, no problem, brother. But that's kind of, you know, what you try, you know, that's kind of like diverting attention away from my live stream. So let them do what they do. Now, when you go over there, you don't be saying, do you say, hey, I'm going over to H-Town. Remember, I say we don't do that. But no problem. Just, you know, let's not do that, okay? I'm trusting y'all when I pull up the chat that y'all not trying to deflect to another channel. But you cool with me researching, but just understand that this is my thing over here. So I'm making sure I handle mine. Okay? But you know, that's just a etiquette thing with the, you know, YouTube is how it's supposed to be. So now, Ernest says, back again, missed the live stream, but was able to replay from the road today. But thank you for the knowledge that you bring, the researcher, the mad researcher. Thank you. Now, H-Town, you cracked me up, my dude. Humble approach makes it feel like we're kicking by the fire, having a cigar and talking. Well, one thing, it ain't gonna be no cigar for me. I'll let y'all smoke the cigar, and you sure don't want me to have no liquor because I'm gonna be looking for tall guys to fight. Listen, and Smokey Joe say, what's up, fam? We glad to have you here. Now, Jason M say, hello, H-Town family. Yes, indeed. And Jason in here. Oh, look at, we got one of my day ones up in here. Betty say the sound is good. Thank you, my sister. And I appreciate all that you do. Y'all don't know how incredible Betty Bops is behind the scenes. She's really very supportive and gives us a lot of good information. Then we have our sister Bionic Woman, aka Church Lady, because you know how they changed the name. Say, good evening, Mr. H-Town vet and veteran family. Welcome to all the newcomers. Missed everyone. Yes, indeed. Yes, and we missed you. How's that grandbaby? How's your husband, your children? Let us know. Family, look how everybody's so happy to see Jason and everybody else, especially our sister Bionic Woman, aka Church Lady. You know how they changed the name. Come on in here, family. Welcome. We got Robert in here. So, yes, indeed. So I may have to say this from time to time so y'all will know it. When we over here, you on my channel. I do collaborate with people, but what's going on over here, we don't say, hey man, I'm about to go over there to this other party. We handle what's going on here. And that's not meant to be no offense, but we got to put it out there. So we thank you, because this happens from time to time. Even other people do it. So we got to make sure, because when you over somewhere else, don't say, wait, man, I'm about to leave here and go to H-Town channel. We keep it in, huh? Because I got it popping right where I'm at. Huh? You hear what I'm saying? We was handling two live streams ago. Me in there, we had 1,100 views, 250 watch hours when the video was done. 250 hours of people watching. Come on, family. We popping right here. I can boil shrimp and cuss. I don't cuss like that no more. I try not to cuss like that. So I'm on my best Christian behavior, Church Lady. And look at everybody doing, say, Bionic Woman, hello. How you doing, lady? Yes, indeed. I want y'all to understand something. Without a Bionic Woman, without an Alaskan Ice, or without a dog-faced soldier, these are the people that started in the beginning. They kept me encouraged in doing this thing. You understand? A Benny. Now look at Jason M say, hello, Church Lady. Hope you are doing good. Yeah, and I know that I'm real down home and laid back. I'm from the South, you know what I'm saying? But at the same time, we still make sure we don't step on people's toes. When we walk around in these boots, some of us pay, I got family members pay $10,000 for a pair of boots. Did you hear what I said? My twin uncle, one of the twins, when he passed, the first one, my uncle Leroy passed first. They buried him in his cowboy boots. Yeah, talking about like $7,000, $8,000 cowboy boots. Real serious about that. Did you hear what I said? So we try not to step on nobody's boots, because that can lead to some problems. Everybody's in here. Jason M say 23 watching, 13 likes. Let's hit that like button. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Hi, Mad Researcher. Everybody talking to everybody. This is what I'm talking about. Mad Researcher be bringing that knowledge up in there. You know what's up. Now, family, we're going to be talking about it tonight, and I appreciate y'all being here, because this is where the information is at, family. Like I say, I am the H-Town vet for those that are new to the channel, and I'd like to welcome you here, a place where we will discuss a variety of benefits available to veterans, active duty members, and their dependents. Yes, indeed. See, and then Charleston speaking everything. He say, I'm still kicking, shipmate. All good eggs. Amen. Don't step on the cowboy boots. No, that could be some problems. Ain't nobody got no understanding when it comes to that. Keep your distance. If you can't be of no assistance. We have the largest rodeo in the world here in Houston, and I believe Dallas has the largest county fair, with big techs. If you ever get a chance, go up there with our sister Bionic Woman. Betty says we have 14 likes and 23 watching. Please click that like button and get much information from notifications. And make sure you hit those notifications. Yes, indeed. Family, we doing this thing. And we thank you tonight. Here, family, we want all y'all to know that you are important. And I mean this from my heart. That's the reason I handle the things the way I do, to make sure we on topic, we handling business, and everybody understand. You hear what I'm saying? Yes, indeed. And always, we got to make sure that y'all, I got to make sure that y'all know how valuable y'all are to me. Now, here your opinion counts. Here at the H-Town Vet, we don't just talk at you, we talk to you, and we communicate not just through verbal expression, also through nonverbal, dealing with slides, information, feedback from you. All this is important. You hear what I'm saying? Yes, indeed. Now, that's what I want to know. If y'all got the video, email it to me. Anything that Doug Collins said, I heard something come out and I wasn't able to get that part yet. So if you have anything on Doug Collins, let me pull my banner up here with my email it to me now if you got some. If you got a link to the video where something just happened, he's backpedaling, I'm not clear on it. I've been very busy. Email it to htownvetnorthside@gmail.com. We would really appreciate it, okay? Send that to us and we'll thank you. Here, what we come together, family, and we are coming together, unified, learn information, and support our thing. Yes. All right, let's see. Now, listen to what our Ernest says. H-Town, Doug Collins hated the change. He did not want the smoke from the crew. Ha ha. Yes, indeed. Let me know what he said and send that video. Okay, family, listen here. Sean says, I think he reversed the change because it would have caused a flood of lawsuits because of other law cases. Well, listen, I want you to understand something here. I want y'all to listen to H-Town. On Military Times, it was posted at 3:33 p.m. today. Somebody try to search that up and send that link to H-Town Vet Northside. Can you do that for me? Send it to our channel because I really appreciate this is where we come together, not just to share on the live, share some of them articles with me, okay? If you got it, because it'd be hard for me to look it up right now. And I really appreciate that. Family, we getting into it, aren't we? Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Okay. And matter of fact, you can put the link, if you got the link to the video. Sure, I'm about to say put it in the chat. Put it in the chat. But send it to me on the email where I can pull it up properly. So we thank you so much. And thank you, Robert, for being here. Now listen what Sean says. Okay, I think he said that. The flood of lawsuits. I got that. Yes, indeed. And once y'all sent it, just let me know that you sent that to me. And if you want to know, like I said, that would be at our email address right here. Just pause it. htownvetnorthside@gmail.com. Thank you. Fam, let's get to it. Are we talking about it today? That's right. We worry about what we doing. We worry about what's going on, how we handle it. I'm glad to see you, family. I think Dougie may be regrouping to make sure all the I's and dot the T's are crossed if he can. Okay. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Come on now, family. And we're going to cover it in news, but I wanted to hear from y'all, and I really appreciate y'all. Give me a second. I'm about to open this water. So let's see. Betty Bob says she sent it to us. So thank you, Sister Betty Bops. We really appreciate you for doing that. So family, yes, indeed. We got our sister say she sent it to us. Thank you so much. Then we have Brother Charlton said, yeah, that's what I meant. He's like he's sidestepping like a sidewinder snake. And we have him here in Texas. And 66 agree with Charlton. And U.S. Army Grunt says, hello, all hope. Everyone had a great day so far. We did. And so what I think I might do to not offend people, because if you leave, you can just go ahead and leave unless it's the end of the night. You can say we're leaving at the end, but other than that, you can go ahead and leave because we're trying to stay focused on our channel and what happened. You say, well, I'm going over there, and I say, hey, let's not talk about that. That could cause a lot of people hurt feelings or whatever. But we're focusing on what's going on over here. Okay, when we here, this is about our channel. Because I don't want y'all to go to nobody else's channel. We talked about this before. I don't want you going over, hey, I'm about to leave here and go over to H-Town channel. We don't want to do that. All right? Let's handle the business. And I had to bring it back up because this has happened a couple of times. So it's not picking on nobody particular. So to keep it from being a thing, I got to deal with it now. A problem. Yes, indeed. Now, come on in, family. We all together. We doing this thing. We are family here. Huh? We are one. Huh? We don't do cliques. We do family over here. Did you hear me? And look, we're here to take a break. Relax, family. You've had a long day. Oh my God. Look, I almost start crying. Look here. Let me tell you something. MG Smith, where you been? I'm sounding like a jealous woman. Where you been? When you gonna come back? Why you got lipstick on your collar? Wait, say H-Town, I'm still here and listening. I hit the lock button. Okay, everybody show love to MG Smith. I've been calling him out for a few nights looking for him. Have you seen him? Everybody show love to our brother MG Smith because I've been concerned. Here we here to relax and learn information. We're here to take care of business. Huh? Okay, well, let me go see here. So family, we getting into the information, but we gonna make sure we got everything right. Did you hear what I said? We want to make sure we got everything right. We're not playing with this thing. Oh, yes, our sister did. Let me see what I got here. Let me see, can I find it? Come on, family. We gonna be doing this thing tonight, but we gonna cover it. We gonna get into it. Huh? Yes, our sister. Thank God. Everybody show love to Sister Betty Bops and our brother. I think it was Robert and a couple of others. Family, I'm so glad that you're here. Stay as long as you can. You don't have to let us know you're going nowhere else. You just stay as long as you can. When you got to go, just leave. We're going to see you again. We don't want you to go nowhere, though. H-Town all be attention. Did daddy not love him? What's up with H-Town, fam? H-Town, must you always be the center of attention? Did daddy not love you? H-Town love it, man. Y'all just don't understand what y'all do for me. Huh? And we're going to get into that. We might have to, we're going to put it toward the, shoot. Let's see. We might have to get into it. Let's see. All right. So we have in the room, we have, I got the article, sister. We got music counseling. We got Robert in the house. I'm curious to hear what everyone says about the Second Amendment rights and its interpretation. We're about to get into, matter of fact, let's get to the information. Robert, you just made me get into the information. Now, Sean said Doug has reversed course due to 8,000 negative comments. So he was watching them comments. You do make a difference. And listener MG Smith says, Betty, thanks. My military trainer, honestly, I miss you. Yes, indeed. Who can't miss sailors, especially a beautiful female sailor? I'm biased, fam. Now listen, here we go. Take a break. Take your shoes off. Come on in here with us. You understand? Sit a spell. Because we about to go into this. Family, man, our name is being mentioned on other live streams by other people, not just our brother Raider. Thank God for him. Other people starting to mention us. They've always known who we are. Now they got to say it, and we appreciate it. Appreciate the acknowledgement. And I shout out to them. I'm going to try to get that brother's name. I ain't got it. I'm going to say it on the next live stream. So we take a break. What are we taking a break from, family? From clickbait. H-Town do not promote any clickbaiting. Okay? Now listen, some people might do a little something here on the side, do a little clicking here and there, but I don't promote clickbaiting. I don't tolerate it. And if that's all somebody does, I really don't have nothing to do with clickbait. That's what we need a break from. Because it's running and it leads to scamming and it runs people blood pressure and nerves up. And we don't want to be doing that to veterans. Wouldn't you agree? And we're taking a break from trolling. You understand? We don't mind you disagreeing. You can vehemently disagree. But, trolling is not tolerated. Make sure when you're in here, don't turn into no boss level Karen. Just being disagreeing just to be disagreeable. Huh? Some people are absolutely disagreeable to live with, talk to, or interact in any way. Now listen to this here. Just took my shoes off, lean back, loving the break. Let me tell you something. Let me tell you something. Y'all gonna like this information because, well, it might surprise you, but we getting into it. See, this ain't no clickbait. Okay. Didn't H-Town mess up? Give me a second. I got excited and started moving stuff around. Let's get it. Now, let's get back to it. No trolling here. No try to take over the channel. Our regular live streams are on Sundays and Thursdays at 6 p.m. Central Time, but we will have impromptu live streams anytime during the week, so please keep your notifications on. Did you hear me? Family, we celebrate every branch of the military: Army, Navy, Air Force, Marines, Coast Guard, and Space Force. Whether you're active duty, whether you are a National Guard, whether you're in the reserve, you are all right with us. We don't separate veterans based on their gender, whether you're male or female. It doesn't matter whether you special forces or cook, admin, supply. It don't matter. You could have been an Army Ranger or you just cooked on the range. It don't matter. Farm Girl Rebel say, evening family, everybody show love. Man, H-Town, that was cold cash. For real, last pop-up. What is that? What is that popped up? Now, and if you're non-combat veterans, you're welcome to. If you're a family member, oh, we got somebody new in the room. We're going to get ready to get on topic, but we got to acknowledge the new person. Little Tucker, I think Little Tucker been around here before. Been in too many barracks. Please keep the shoes on. Just kidding. Chill. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Y'all come into the room, and if you got to go, just go ahead. You know, you can leave. You can say goodbye, but you don't have to tell us where you're going, all right? Everybody show Ronan some love in here. Our brother Ronan. This is Disabled Ronan, not AKA Ronan. 1N. Yes, indeed. So everybody show love to Farm Girl Rebel, to Ronan. We want y'all to say love to Little Tucker. Now we're going to get ready to get on topic. And thank y'all for doing so, because we really mean it here. Let's get on topic, family. That means talking about what we're covering. And the topic for tonight is, what are we talking about? Backpay in particular, right? So what are we specifically talking about, family? This one checkbox on a DBQ can freeze Backpay, but can't take veterans' Second Amendment rights anymore. Wow, that's like me saying, yeah, you know, I won't harm you. I won't take nothing from you. I don't steal anymore. That's a real interesting way H-Town put that. And I know, yeah, it's a hook, but it's not clickbait. Because we gonna tell you what we talking about. Look at Music Counseling in here. Thank you I saw you earlier just speaking to everybody. Thank you, Music. And then Farm Girl said, good to see you. Go Air Force. Everybody miss MG Smith. All right, now, and Little Tucker, let's talk about it. Fam, let's get into it. What's freezing that Backpay? See, nobody else telling you this but H-Town, because I seen it happen. That's how I learned it. So let's get into it, family. It's not that they're taking your money away. It's on ice. It's frozen in place. You can't touch the Backpay. So if you get an award, you'll get your monthly compensation for a while, depending on when they make a decision. But the Backpay gonna be put on hold. Family gonna tell you, H-Town gonna tell you how this happens and how to deal with it if it does. Now we have Grace said, good evening, H-Town family, my sisters and brothers. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed, family. And we're glad that y'all are here, family. Now, this all starts when you file a VA claim at the claims office, whether you submit that claim in person, online, or by mail. I wouldn't suggest it. Some people do it, but I wouldn't suggest it. It might mess your Backpay up. Everybody show love to Grace and thank God for her. All right. Now, so they usually, if they don't have enough information in your medical records, whether that be your C file, claims file, or they don't have enough information from your military records or your treatment records, whether they be private or in the VA, they will send you to a CMP exam. All right, and watch our video about the do's and don'ts on CMP exams. See, we're breaking it down here. Or you may have an independent medical examination. Both of these type of exams, whether you get it done with the VA or you get your exam with a CMP exam, or you get one with an independent medical examination with an independent medical examiner, your money can be frozen based on one little check box that's checked. Okay, let's say your claim is approved, family. Okay, you've been working hard, your VA claim, you got everything you was asking for. You hear what I said? And it's going to be interactive tonight. So H-Town has broken, and nobody else does this, but done this with H-Town. I've broken the claims process from the veteran's perspective into 9 phases. the first thing you should do if you're going to file a claim, this should be very, how can I say this? You should follow this here. You should focus. This would be very helpful. Number one, focus on what you're claiming. Okay. Focus on how you're going to claim it. Are you going to do it yourself? You're going to have a VSO, a lawyer. That depends on what you're focusing on, what you're trying to claim. Is it going to be direct service connection, secondary service connection? Are you filing for an increase? Or are you filing under the PACT Act, a terror claim? What type of claim you're filing? That's what matters. Plan 9. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Let's see what it say here. So music counseling says, H-Town, what about the 20 years and more vet that pay a portion of money to get VA benefits has been approved, going back to 2010. So you need to send that to, oh, look at here. Listen, Doc Shelley in the house. We need your expertise, Doc Shelley. You're going to be here. We need you on that wall. Yeah, everybody show love to Doc Shelley. But what music counseling? I'm gonna have to look into that. I'm thank y'all for giving us. Everybody show love to Doc Shelley. I love Doc Shelley, always around. Huh? Doc Shelley would be getting on me sometime, but you know what? It don't matter. You can't stop me from caring about you, loving you, and appreciate the knowledge that you bring. I'm not crazy. I know the knowledge that you have. This will be a great clip, H-Town. Yes, indeed. Look how everybody. So everybody's speaking to Doc Shelley. I'm no expert except PTSD. Lord, that's how I understand you. We are expert. Oh man, look at this. Everybody speak. Now let's get back to it. After you focus on what you're claiming, okay? The next thing, and who is going to represent you, the next thing you need to do is collect evidence, whether you do that through your from the VA in your claim file, whether you do that from your in-service medical records, whether it be healthcare records, whatever you gather, and get that together. Then, or you get your representative to get that together, help you with that. Now, the third thing, find the VA law and M21-1 rules that deal with that condition or conditions that you are filing. All right, are you following me? The next thing, submit your claim. Okay, so you submit your claim, you got the evidence, and you focused on what you're going to claim. You got the evidence for that, and you got the VA law that backs it up. Come on now here, family. Is H-Town breaking it down? Then you submit your claim. Eventually, they're going to send you to an exam. You listen to H-Town. So this could be an eye exam. It could be a mental health exam. Okay? Guess what? When you get to that exam, at the end of it, step 6, that doctor's going to do either they're diagnosing you. If you already have a diagnosis, they're going to either connect it to your military service or not. Or, and once that's established, the severity, a measure of severity. If you're just filing for increase in rating, they're just doing a measure of severity. So that's called not the exam, but the full evaluation, where they're taking the exam, they're taking their clinical, your C file, they're taking their medical opinion, and based on the exam and your records from the VA, and making an evaluation. Did you, H-Town? I just told you the difference between an evaluation and an exam. The exam is a part of the evaluation. I'm yelling it because ain't nobody else telling it. Now, in that, it may not get to you quick enough. Are you listening to me? So you might have to do number 7 and request an update. And this is very important, to request an update, okay? Say, I'm following you, H-Town. See, and I appreciate y'all. Everybody, OT in the house, family. Everybody show love to OT. I'll call him OT. Look at Shelly. Doc Shelly's showing some love right now. She'll be running me down in a minute, but she can't. Look, that's my family. things have changed drastically since I retarded. Oh, girl, you're not retarded. You are wonderful. Now, I got mental health issues. So that's why you don't be bothering me. Now, listen. Once you get an update, we have 2 videos on getting the update before your CMP exam and getting the update after your CMP exam. Are you following me? H-Town got letters that you can write and to get an update. That's the pressure. Do it about every 2 months to 90 days, 3 months. That's 3 months. Now, once you do that, either 2 things going to happen. Usually, it might get deferred, but the main decisions are the claim is denied, and you can file for an appeal or do what you need to do on that. But today we're talking about issues that if your claim gets approved and depending what's on. Now what's on the DBQ. Did you hear me? Now Farm Girl Rubber say, I'd had a CMP exam in my favor and was still rated headaches for service-related nerve damage and was rated at 0%. And 0% is a powerful rating. Let's get that understood. That is an extremely powerful rating, and had to go back and fight CMP examiner, back up my fight like that doctor. Yes, indeed. So my question, then let's say get approved. Let me ask you, if anybody's in this 1 step through 9, the 9 phases that H-Town got, where are you at right now? Are you trying to focus on what the claim, number 1? You're gathering your evidence, number 2. Number 3, you're trying to back it up with VA law. Number 4, you're trying to submit your claim. You have to process. Now you got all the first 3 together. You're submitting your claim. Number 5, you're waiting on an exam. Number 6, you're trying to wait for the evaluation. You've already did the exam. You're waiting for the CMP examiner to submit the DBQ, and you want to find out what's on that. You're waiting for that to happen. Or you waiting for the update. Where are you in this process? You got denied, and you're trying to number 8 and trying to file an appeal. Number 9, you approve. You sitting back and you ain't no touchy. Where are you at in this game? Come on, family. Why you doing that? I'm gonna catch up on the chat. It's on the board. Let's talk about it. Now listen. I'm a dude. Okay, I'm sorry. Okay, you dude. Okay. I'm sorry, Doc Shirley. Sorry about that. So Doc Shirley say, fam, don't call me Shirley. Y'all something else. Say, that is an understatement. Totally different, VA, Doc Shirley. Yes, indeed. I retired in 2010. Everything is done differently. Yeah, you know it is. Now, Farm Girl say, yes, my headaches were approved. Put the number in the chat that you see on the screen. Where are you at? Are you at 1 to 9? Where are you at on the let's see. He laughing. Doc Shelley, H-Town, a pick. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Doc Shelley, all right with me. See, I like real people. Doc Shelley, she feels, I forgive me, thank you, said if he feels a certain way, if Doc Shelley feels a certain way, they're going to let you know. 6. So we have Sean. He's already done the evaluation. He's trying to see if the doctor is going to give him one of the 3 things on the disabled veteran checklist. Either he's waiting on a diagnosis, a nexus, the doctor to say it's a connection with his military service, or a measure of severity. He might be filing for an increase. Now, let's see what we got here. So listen what OT says. I'm lucky enough, my DTA CMP went well with a CMP and inferred by radiopathy on my lower extremities. Okay. DBQ. So let's see where we at. Glad you caught that, love. Yes, indeed. You got to. Thank you. Real good. And that helps other people here. Sean say increase. Waiting on the increase. Okay. Then Jason says number 6, waiting on one of the 3, either a diagnosis, a nexus, a connection to military service, or the 3rd, a measure of severity, or all 3. Now OT said, ha. So Jay Oliver say, no touchy. If it's number 9, put number 9, no touchy. Huh? He said he got approved sitting back in the cut. Don't you want to go for that special monthly compensation? Oh, yes, indeed. Now listen, Farm say number 9. Now then we have, way to go. Okay. Look, everybody show love to Ronan. Just hit it. Way to go. Yes, indeed, Farm Girl. We glad. She did a lot. We remember when she wasn't 100%. Now Ronan says, now listen, family, this guy just hit 100% permanent total. F yeah. Then we have Robert said 9 and laying down, sitting back in the gangster lean. Huh? Then Farm Girl thanking OT. Where we at on this here, family? Y'all are something else here. Now, then we got U.S. Army grunt say, I'm still trying to get my in-service, so trying to get the STRs, in-service service treatment records, okay? First request. So you at the collecting evidence phase. Okay, number 2. They mailed to me, but post office can't find it. Had to reorder STRs 2 weeks ago again, and I hope I get them this time. U.S. mail. Yeah. You may want it. Number 4. So our brother Charlton is on the submit the claim part of the game. Okay. And now what you need to do, U.S. Army grunt, you need to make sure you try to do stuff another way. Probably go up there and go and get a copy if you can, or get them to do it through the internet, which I don't really prefer. Look at everybody showing love, but Charlton say he's at the submit the claim phase. What you submitting for, if you don't mind telling us, brother Charlton? Then Farm Girl Rubber say, yeah, Ronan, yes, indeed. Congrats, Ronan. See, Ronan, look, we doing this here. Ronan, yes, indeed. Now look what Doc Shelley. My piece of advice: if you are relatively happy with your service connection percentage, please don't poke the bear. You could lose it all. That's always a factor. Okay. Some people just like to file for increases, but if you don't have to, don't. Congrats, Ronan, from everybody showing. And I agree, Doc. Even Farm Girl Rebel say no touchy. Grace say congratulations, Ronan. Now OT say 9, no touchy, leave it alone. Betty Bob say H, and they talking to each other. Family, we do this for a reason. Yeah, this gonna help other people around us. Everybody showing love to our brother for his getting his 100% permanent total, and to our sisters. Look, the sisters here showing love to each other, and that's why it's important to have male and female veterans on the channel. And when they kind of talking to each other, I'm gonna let it go, okay, and then they talking to each other. Now listen to what Doc Shelley said. In my experience, 20% of service-connected claims are BS and just take up Raiders' time. Yeah, we're gonna have to, when we get into this other part, we're gonna talk. 1 on a terror claim. Okay, you're on phase 1, focusing on what you're gonna claim now. Now listen to what a U.S. Army grunt says. I requested via vet site, and I didn't see where I can get email to me. Okay, sometimes they don't have it. I guess I have to spend an hour to walk with someone again, to work with someone, to talk to someone again. Okay, yeah, that's to talk to someone again. I'm sorry. Charlton say submitted for PTSD, anxiety, and with pictures. And you know, sometimes they say pictures they don't look at. Hopefully, if you have some from in service, they'll look at them. Now listen, Betty Bob say Ronan, true about 1 Ronan. Congratulations, yes indeed. Family, we happy. Benny say congratulations, Ronan, and for me too, congratulations. I'm happy for you. Now, because I know the struggles that we go through. These are not some easy steps to go through. Now listen to what Farm Girl say. I came here about a year ago at 40%. Listen to the testimonial. Huh? Farm Girl Rebel said, I came here about a year ago with 40%. I remember. And everyone here just kept encouraging me to fight. So I did. Nothing but love for you all. Changed my life. Why you got to do all that, Farm Girl Rebel? You just trying to have black men crying in the dark. I'm about to turn the lights off over here. Everybody show. Okay. Are still STRs in claim files? Now it should be, I'm thinking, so STRs should be part of the claim file, but what if they're working on it? Hold on, let's see. Treatments, service treatment record. They should be, but you can request them, you know, your records specifically, because you don't know. My CMP doctor took pictures. Oh, now that's good. I jab, okay. Now, family, we thank y'all. Jay Oliver. Oh, that's kind of the doctor. Yes, indeed. I think, didn't you say, Farm Girl, your doctor took pictures? So now let's say your claim gets approved. Now we getting into it now, family. Now let's get into it and say, music counseling say, make sure you are not working over 20 hours a week. I was told at 100% not to work. Well, you can work if you're 100% permanent total. If it's based on unemployability, it's based on not how many hours you work, but they will look at that. They look at that. It's based on what? It's based on how much you make. If it's above the poverty level, about $16,000. Remember, it's disability pay. VA pays veterans not to work, but unless you're 100% permanent total. Our person over claims, Miss Tan, she broke that down. You can work with 100% permanent total. Keep on the fight. And that had me confused until she said it. Thank you. But the information you're putting out is solid. It was a skin condition. She took pictures for it. Okay. Now, family, we got to that. So let's say you won the claim. Your claim is approved. VA claim for VA disability compensation approved. So what's next? Why is the problem? Uh-oh. In that DBQ, that doctor had to click a box. Are you listening to me? In that box, can the veteran manage the money? Can you manage your money? Yes or no, huh? That's what now we get into it. Yes, Miss Tan was excellent. She needs to be secretary of the VA. I totally agree. She's not afraid to tell them the truth. Yeah, there are no income limits for 100% permanent total. John McCain was a multimillionaire. He was 100% and retired, and I believe he's 100%. And they couldn't, they tried to shame him. He gets $52,000 a year tax-free, and he's a millionaire. That had nothing to do with it. Now, but if it's based on employment, unemployability, that's the issue. Now, Farm Girl Rebel say, my dog would be a better VA secretary. Oh, Lord. That's the one I have. Miss John McCain. I do too. I like him. See, people, man, that man, he would speak the truth, Yeah, he would speak the truth. I like John McCain. Here we go. Managing your money, where would all that be? Well, when you may have gotten your claim approved, but during the claims process, you either done those DBQs, right? And this is going to be on your disability benefits questionnaire, otherwise known as the DBQ. This is that box that we are concerned about. Family, listen. This is the question they want to really know in layman's terms. Does the service-connected disability prevent the veteran from managing his or her money, his or her own finances? Let me read that again. Does the service-connected disability prevent the veteran from managing his or her own finances. Now, this is whether you're unemployable, 100% permanent total, you can have a 10% rating. Okay? And that'll still be an issue. Okay. As an ex-VA employee, I was shocked, still am, of how badly I was treated by my coworker. Yeah, that could be really hard. I've heard a lot of y'all that work for that. Now, that's what the doctor has to, on the DBQ form, has to answer. Let's talk about it. Here it is on the form, family. Here it is on the form. He would compare to the day's Waco. Okay. Wacko, yeah. Wacko. Okay, yeah. Yeah, but I really have a lot of respect for John McCain. Listen, this is what you need to look at. Get a copy. I always get a copy of my my disability benefits questionnaire, where the doctor fill in the information in the exam, whether it be your private doctor, outside doctor, on this DBQ. Listen, you need to look at the section dealing with competency. Let's get back on task, family. Let's get back on task. We'll get to the other stuff in a minute. Competency. Note, for VA purposes, a mentally incompetent person is one who, because of an injury or disease, lack the mental capacity to contract or to manage his or her own affairs, including distribution of funds without limitations. So the doctor has to check this box. Now, if they say, is this, they're going to ask the doctor on the phone, on the DBQ, is the veteran capable of managing his or her own, let me say, is the veteran capable of managing his or her financial affairs? All right. That's going to either be yes or no. In this case, it said yes, but what if they say no, family? What if they say no? That back pay. So remember, you're going to get your higher increase. So let's say, like Brother Ronan, he went to 100%, but they checked on yours or our sister, Farm Girl Rebel, that you're incompetent to handle your finances. Well, that back pay starts when you file your claim, or if it's a year, within a year you're getting out of service. Depending on what type of claim you file, that determines the back pay. But usually it starts the day you file the claim. Okay, we have a video on that, the different types of VA disability claims and back pay. Now, I don't know what I put that in there for. You forgive me for that. Hold on. Look. Everybody start. Oh, now when I start talking about holding that money. Listen to what OT say. Your dollars goes to a fiduciary account if the box was checked no. Not automatically. Well, okay, it might go to a fiduciary account, but it's held. It doesn't automatically go to a fiduciary. Would that require a fiduciary? Not necessarily. And we're going to break it down. Doc Shelley, you this close. Doc Shelley, what's you over there? Oh, Lord. Doc Shelley, calm down. Now we got Dogface Soldier in the house, my beloved veterans, and my beloved H-Town. It's been crazy few months, but I always want to stop by and show love. Oh, yeah. Yes, indeed. Okay. There have been changes, some changes to that ruling, though. That's what we're talking about tonight. And everybody showing love. Now, if you got a problem with somebody else managing your money, put the dollar sign in the chat, or put the word money in the chat. If you got a problem with the VA putting somebody over your money to give it to you, Or if you got a spouse or somebody in your family you trust, and if you ain't able to do it because of your mental health, put, okay, I'm okay with it. But if you're not okay, put a $sign on money. You don't want nobody messing with your funds. You like this little dog here saying, don't mess with my money. You can take my heart, but you must leave my money here. Farm girl say, evening dog face. So everybody show love to dog face soldier. OT say, don't touch the money. Benny say, don't touch the money. We got 28 likes and 28 watching. Thank you, family. Farm girl say, don't touch the money. Don't put nobody over my money. Come on, how y'all feel about it? look at that sister Grace Smith says, don't play, homie. Homie, don't play that. Don't mess with the money. And they saying hi. So our brother's been busy, but I thank God that he showed up with us. Then we have Charlton say, don't mess with the money. Jay Oliver say, don't that include my wife having my debit card? No, that's no, nacho cheese. I hear you. Now, OT, now don't include that. Heck, I would smash that like numerous times if I could. Okay, I know you will. We appreciate you. Betty say don't mess with the money. Boy, Jay something else. Jay, she got that wallet. She your fiduciary, your permanent fiduciary. Now listen to what Farm Girl Rebel. That's why I like y'all do it on topic. This gonna help other people. Farm Girl Rebel says, Jay, my husband and I have separate bank accounts for years, saving us a lot of headaches. LOL. Come on now. Now listen to OT. I respect people that do it separately. Some people do it together, but you got to be able to manage that money. Now OT say my back pay already went to my wife, so she can't touch my remaining ones. Okay. Now listen, Dollface Soldier say, don't mess with my money. I use that as toilet paper. What else can I use? Come on now. You heard me. Don't play with him. That dog. So watch our video on fiduciaries. When you get a fiduciary, it's because they say you can't manage your money because your mental capacity may be affected, or you might have had a physical injury like a concussion that makes it hard. My husband and I always separate accounts. If y'all want to mention, y'all can. I ain't gonna get y'all in trouble. I ask you, do y'all separate? Y'all can say if you want to, but I ain't gonna get into it. I don't want to get nobody. What? Or what you flexing for? Now listen, because I believe in separate stuff too. I'm a spender. My husband a saver. We complete each other. That's what. Now sometimes it works like that, and sometimes your spouse can be your fiduciary, but the VA has to approve it. They have to interview the person that's going to be. Hold on. I understand they put somebody over your money. What that got to do with Second Amendment rights? Hold on. You can't have no weapons. What? Yo, I'm sitting right here. You gangster, Sister Betty Bobs. That's right, Farm Girl. Now listen. Watch this now. They're going to report you to the FBI. Yeah. Why? Because you got a claim and they checked a certain box on the claim. What? Let's talk about it. So they just going to rip your Second Amendment rights, your right to bear arms, to have firearms, not because you did anything to harm anybody, not because you've been Baker acted. We'll talk about that in a little while, because they say you can't manage your finances. So that means you can't, what? You can't have weapons? What one do we have to do with the other? Pew pews. I draw the line there. Yes, let's talk about it. So if you own weapons and you end up getting they click that box that says you cannot handle your finances, that has a domino effect on being able to manage your money and also being able to possess weapons. You're going to have to probably give them to someone else. Maybe your brother that steals all the time or rob banks. I don't know. Listen, Dougie was supposed to take care of that, but prioritized 38 CFR. Now they may have done it. We're going to talk about it here. You won't be able to get a concealed weapon or anything. You won't be able to carry to protect yourself. But the law has changed. And that's what we want to talk about here today. As of the 17th of, we were going to do it last night, but we didn't get to it. As of the 17th of February, this law has changed, family. And we're going to get into it, okay? Family, can we talk? Okay, let me get to it here. Give me a second. And I thank y'all for your patience. And so we're going to go to the VA news and we're going to talk about this because this is very important, family. Okay, this is very important. We're going to get to y'all statements here and then we're going to get to it. So we thank y'all for being patient with us and coming in and interacting with this information. We're going to talk about it, right? Now listen, J. Oliver say S&W 5906, Mr. M.G. Smith and Wesson alive here. Yes, indeed. Yes, my doctor was asking me all kinds of stuff the other day. I don't own guns. I do street drugs. Asking you to say, do I own drugs? Do I do street drugs, etc.? Have your doctors ever asked you stuff like that? What they asked Doc Shelley? They asked me if I used drugs before, and they've asked me about the weapons one. Now listen, do y'all feel uncomfortable? Betty Bob shipmate, this from Charleston. Tell hubby we just shipmates, platonic friends. Yes, indeed. DFS, Dog-Faced Soldier. Hey, and they showing love to Dog-Faced Soldier. Now let's get into this, family. This is breaking news. It was supposed to be breaking last night because it happened 2 days ago. So I do apologize. Family, look at this here. Tell me what y'all think of this. So they doing something good at the VA. Can we say this? Come on, tell me what y'all think of this. The VA undoes decades old wrong and protects veterans' Second Amendment rights. Let's get into this, family. Let's see what's going on here. Y'all ready? Down here where we say Washington, the Department of Veteran, let me just highlight Washington so you know where I'm starting. The Department of Veteran Affairs today, which was February the 17th, 2026, 3 p.m. this was released. The Department of Veteran Affairs today announced a major new step to protect veterans' Second Amendment rights. Effective immediately, VA will not report veterans to the Federal Bureau of Investigations, known as the FBI, National Instant Crime Background Check System. Wow. As prohibited persons, only because they need help from a fiduciary to manage their VA benefits or VA money. They're talking about the compensation, the money part of the game. So why would they treat veterans like criminals, put them on a list that criminals are on just because they need a fiduciary? Family, was that injustice? Should veterans be able to sue or be compensated for this type of lack of judgment? For years this went on. Now, I saw a couple of congressmen speak out against this. I did see that. This corrects a 3-decade, 30 years old wrong that deprived many thousands of veterans in a VA fiduciary program of their constitutional right to own a firearm without legal basis. So without any legal basis. Listen to that. They took your weapons without even no legal basis. So we still the property of the U.S. government. Told you we still government property. They don't even have to follow rules. Now listen to this. After a thorough review, the VA recognized that many veterans had been deprived of their Second Amendment rights without hearings or adequate determination that they possess a significant risk of danger to themselves or others. Even if you're 100% for PTSD, they can't just automatically do this. Okay? You have to be a current danger or risk to yourself or others. In consultation with the Department of Justice, let me go back to that. So if you felt like harming people in the past, that's not what it is. So if you felt like harming yourself, taking your life in the past, no, they're talking about an immediate right now. So tell the doctor that in the past you felt like harming yourself or you have tried to take your own life. Let them know. They want to know what's affecting you right now. I know this is going to get a lot of chat in there. I know, family. I'm going to get to the chats after. I know this is going to provoke a lot of stuff. Okay. In consultation with the Department of Justice, the VA has determined this practice violates both the Gun Control Act and Veterans Second Amendment rights. So how do they treat us as veterans like we don't even have Second Amendment rights? Because we receive VA compensation based on our injuries, and they're saying we can't manage our money, so we're going to take your weapons too. But they just changed that. According to the federal law, a decision by a judicial and quasi-judicial body is needed before someone can be reported to NICS. Okay? Let's talk about it. And they reporting you to the FBI too. This is crazy, family. Now, a determination, I'm right here. A determination by the VA that a fiduciary is needed to help manage a veteran's VA benefits falls short of this legal standard. Okay. Man. In addition to immediately stopping the reporting of VA fiduciary program participants to NICS, the department is working with the FBI to remove all past VA reporting from NICS, so no veterans are unfairly deprived of their Second Amendment rights based solely on participating in VA fiduciary program. Come on, family. Now listen, I want to ask y'all something. Don't y'all, isn't it kind of interesting that they're releasing this now when Doug Collins is in the hot seat? Isn't it interesting that they're doing this now? Because Doug Collins taking heat because of him going in that 38 CFR and trying to ignore the law cases. Come on now, get around loopholes. Come on now, family. So he over here trying to do something nice. He want to be our friend now. You say, well, he didn't really know too much about this. His name is right down here. He ain't got nothing else to say. Look what he say. I'm a good person. I'm smart. Look at he like Fredo from The Godfather. Let me see what's that. And they reporting to the FBI. You think the FBI gonna take those veterans off of those lists? No. They keep records. Now listen. Starting here. Many Americans struggle with managing their finances, true, and veterans' Second Amendment rights shouldn't be stripped just because they need help in this area. But far too long, veterans who needed the services of a fiduciary were deprived of their rights to bear arms, said VA Secretary Doug Collins. Now listen to what he said. So look at him. He over here. Look at him. Brother Charleston, you got to say something good about him here, right? Am I right? Huh? You got to say something good. Didn't he do something good here? Let's go over his quote again. Quote from Doug Collins. Many Americans struggle with managing their finances, and veterans' Second Amendment rights shouldn't be stripped just because they need help in this area. But far too long, veterans who needed the services of a fiduciary were deprived of their rights to bear arms, said VA Secretary Doug Collins. You gonna give him some respect on this one? Under the leadership of President Trump, we're correcting this injustice and ensuring veterans get the same due process and constitutional rights as all Americans. They were discriminating against veterans, fam. Let me ask you this here. Do you think once president is out of here, President Trump leaves office, that they'll try to reinstate it? How would you feel if they try to reinstate it? Come on, let's talk about it. Now, the Department of Justice supports this action. Now, it is both unlawful and unacceptable for veterans who have served our country to have their constitutional rights threatened, says Attorney General Pamela Bonnie. Now she goes on to say, quote, "It has been my pleasure to partner with Secretary Collins on this project, and I am directing the Bureau of Alcohol, Tobacco, and Firearms to review its regulations and propose changes that will prevent current and future violations of our veterans' Second Amendment rights." Look, they let us carry all kinds of weapons in the military, but look how they treat us. Fam? Come on, the law changed, didn't it? Didn't the law change, family? Talk to me. I'm about to get to y'all comments because I know y'all come in the way. See, I told you H-Town answered the question, didn't it? Didn't H-Town talk about why they freeze your money and no longer will they be what? Infringing on your Second Amendment rights as a veteran. You just don't have no right. We got your money. We're going to hold your money and. Okay, we got it in the house. Let's see. Oh, no, you ain't doing that. Oh, no. Herman, cut that out. Now we're going to just delete the comments right now. Let's see. Oh, no, you about to, I'll cut it out, Herman. I guess you ain't getting it. You get the picture. We want some apologies up in here. Herman Monster PTSD, apologize, my friend, quickly. Get that right real quick. Sorry. I suggest you go ahead and get it right. All right. You making inappropriate statements for females, so we're going to give you a timeout. All right? So we're going to give you a timeout. For what? He said, apologize for what? You out here soliciting prostitution, dude. What can't nobody do nothing with no $100? Hell, it costs $150, $200 for women to get their hair done. Man, where you living in 1970s or 80s? You don't get out here by now. Yes, indeed. You up out the paint. Now, family, thank y'all for letting me know. See, that's how we deal with it. You get what I'm saying? See, they first come in tiptoeing. You know what's up. Yes, indeed. Now, I didn't totally block them, but they timed out. They come back with anything That's going to be permanent vacation. So now they're on the radar. Raiders a legit dude. Okay. I haven't been seeing what's been said because I was reading the information. So thank y'all so much. So let me catch up. I'm glad y'all did that. See, that's why I need y'all here. And I'm working on getting the moderators in here. I just have to know how to do it. Okay. I'm gonna have to study it in the next few days, and we're gonna start selecting the moderators. If you'd like to be one, go to our email and say you would like to be one. We're gonna do 2 or 3. I don't know how many we're gonna do, because we're gonna need people at different times. Let me see here. Family, did we cover it? What y'all think of what we just did? We talking about some, and that was off task. That was off subject anyway. Now listen, how do we get here? Now I want you to watch. We're gonna watch a video here. All right. Now, this is how we got here. People were pressuring not to deal with this, okay? Let's see. What's going on with you? You back at it, Doc Shelley. What's up with this cummy stuff? Let's see. Now, let's see. Let's keep the language clean because you have to agree. Now, let's see. Great information, A-Town. Okay. Oh, you might call. Listen to this here. Doc says, and I'll be a moderator. Would you really? Now, listen. Farm Grub will say, however, now that I know Charlton could be had for $400. Where? Oh, look, Dirty Deed. Done cheap. See, we have fun, but don't just come out of left field. We don't know you like that, and you don't be talking. We don't talk under women's clothes here. You don't just proposition. You got people's husbands standing right next to them. Now, family, let's get into this here, fam. Y'all ready to do this here? And I want to thank y'all for being so kind, so respectful. And we're going to see how we got here. Where did it get? And people that were fighting against this. This has been a thing that veterans and others have been going before Congress talking about. And I've heard Congress members speak that this is not fair. The law changed, family. Fair use, family, fair use. This is for informative and educational purposes only. Yeah, it's a way to say about anything, but we're not going to see how us having such a solid foundation that when people come in here, everybody's on point. And little stuff happen. I don't say nothing, but when you get out of line, we ain't gonna be dealing with that. Come on now, family. Fair use. This video is for educational and informative purposes only. Thank y'all, family. Here we go, family. Now I want y'all to listen. See, we having fun. We can joke around here. And y'all let me know, put speakers in the chat once I started. And I'm about to do that right now. Yeah, let's see here. As I said, fair use, family. All right, it went to mute again. It automatically mutes. I don't know why.
Where he stated that we need to have a common sense revolution.
Okay, now listen. This brother talks loud, though.
Speech where he stated,
get ready, because I have to.
You know, our president just gave an inauguration speech where he stated that we need to have a common sense revolution. And I would say that this would be one of those areas that I hope that reaches his desk. Because this is not only a matter of common sense, it's also a matter of due process. The very people who serve, bleed, in many cases die for the rights of every other citizen are denied this basic right. The Second Amendment we're talking about. You can strip a veteran of their gun rights without basic due process. Why should veterans be punished for seeking help? We're not a substandard group of citizens. We deserve the same rights and the due process as any other citizen in America. My family has a long history of service. My grandfather was wounded in World War II. His brother was killed in Korea. My father was wounded twice in Vietnam. He died at 52 years of age of cancer related to Agent Orange. I served in 2 combat theaters of operation, wounded multiple times, and I gave you 2 of my sons to serve this country. Both of them served in combat. I urge this committee to act swiftly to correct these violations and restore trust in our system so that these veterans will actually seek help, because they are worried about losing their rights or being stigmatized as being some kind of a crazy maniac that can't be trusted with a weapon, when just a few months before, in some cases, they were patrolling the streets of Afghanistan and Iraq with grenades and rifles and everything else. We have to do better.
You're 18, you love your country and what it stands for. You are sent to fight in a foreign country and you watch as some of your friends are maimed and killed. Perhaps even you are the one left damaged. Then you notice that when you return home, the people tasked with helping you to recover are now asking you questions with an ulterior motive. Why does the VA seem suspicious of you? After appointing a family member to assist you with your finances.
Now think about it. Not just the fiduciary, they're going to be asking you questions of doctors. And based on how you answer it, that could also trigger you losing your firearms. Huh? See, this is serious stuff. That's why we ain't got time to play. You understand? This serious stuff here. Listen. When somebody placed over your finances, what's that called? A fiduciary. That's what he's talking about. Oh, Lord, this thing. Oh, Lord.
Arms. No jury, no judge, just a bureaucrat with a pen. This is not fiction. Right now, thousands of veterans are being stripped of their Second Amendment rights this way. Not by a court of law, not by due process, but by the decision of a bureaucrat, not a judge. Let me say that again. A single bureaucrat at the Department of Veterans Affairs can decide that a veteran is mentally incompetent and report their name to the FBI, effectively ending their right to own a firearm.
And that has changed. And people like him speaking out and others that Captain McCormick, I've heard him speak several times. And family, that has changed. But that's how we got here where they needed to change it. Now, OT say even the fiduciary law has changed. Let us know what in particular has changed about it. Family, we about to get into this here. See, we bringing knowledge. Since we're talking about the fiduciary program, my question to you is, okay, here we go. What is the fiduciary, right? What is the purpose of the VA fiduciary program? If you've known somebody that has been under fiduciary with the VA, put a 1 in the chat. The purpose of the VA fiduciary program, we're about to talk about that. And Charlton say Pennsylvania can take your driver's license if reported by the VA. So, wow. We got 31 likes and 18 watching. Thank you so much, family. And we have Farm Girl Rebel say, take that like button out to lunch. Yes, indeed. So what is the fiduciary program? We're about to cover that now. Family, did I put any clickbait here? This is what its purpose is. What is the purpose of the fiduciary program? To ensure VA benefit payments made to a fiduciary on the behalf of the beneficiary, which could be the veteran, the veteran's dependents, okay, are used for the well-being of the beneficiary. That's what a beneficiary is. And the beneficiary's dependents, to protect veterans and beneficiaries who are unable to manage their own finances. However, if you have a child that's 18 or older going to college, they can handle. They're not underage anymore. They can handle their CHAMP VA benefits and other benefits. I don't know what that means. Doc Shayla, I don't know what that's saying. I ain't putting that on the screen. I don't know what that means. So now, no clickbait, no switch. We went right to it, huh? Yeah. Yeah, I ain't going to get all the exciting stuff, but I'm going to get you the truth. That's what makes it work. Now, that means you may not be able to budget your income, your savings, or your expenses. So that's the reason for fiduciary. And some people need one. Somebody else handle your money. We talked about whether you handle, who handles your money? If you don't mind answering, whoever, you don't have to answer, you don't want to. You put me in the chat if you say, if you the person that handles your own money, put me in the chat. If you don't put me, just say, you can say family, you don't have to be specific, or, a loved one or someone you trust. Who handles your money? Let us know your personal money, especially your VHA. OT say me. Then H-Town say me. Charlton say me. Okay. Who handles your money, family? Let us know. It's a cross between a dependent and a hippo. Oh, Lord. I don't know what to do with you. I didn't see that coming. I didn't mean to laugh at that. You blame Farm Girl Rebel. I didn't mean to laugh. It wasn't funny. I didn't mean to laugh, okay? I don't know why I laughed. Betty say me. Look. Sean say weather advisor. Wow. You can't depend on them because sometimes they're wrong. Wow. They say, okay, yes, it did. Dang, Farm Girl Rebel. Wow. Y'all out of control. I love y'all. Now, especially when it comes to utilities at the house, listen, managing beneficiary funds. The fiduciary must ensure all of the beneficiaries' bills are paid on time. This includes any income taxes, unpaid debt. This can be very serious because if you have a irresponsible or corrupt fiduciary, they could put you in bankruptcy or cause you to lose your home, cause your family to go without food. Grace say, me, I handle it. I hear you, Tide Water. Now, many people choose their spouse. If you had to choose somebody as a fiduciary, would you choose your spouse? Would you choose a lawyer? And there's nothing wrong if you don't choose your spouse because they may not want to do it. Would you choose a private company? We're going to talk about that in a minute. But if you're single, you'd have to choose somebody. Who? Do you have someone you trust that much to handle your finances on your behalf? They have a surety bond. Have you ever heard of a surety bond? If you've heard of a surety bond, put yes in the chat or why. If you've never heard of a surety bond, put in the chat or no. Okay, let us know. And you answer both questions. I would trust my spouse. Okay. Yes, you got somebody you trust. Okay. Do I have anybody I trust? You don't have to be specific. You just say it. Oh, you know about a surety bond. Say yes. If you know about a surety bond, put yes. He say 7. Yes. Y'all know. I didn't know nothing about him until I did this video about it. I did. I came upon this when I was researching for a video about a year ago. Yes. You know about a surety bond. I've heard of them, but didn't know what they were. So maybe I did. No clue on a surety bond. Now, that's interesting. A lot of y'all are informed. Now, listen to what OT says. Current press had to put up 141 for his New York cases. Okay. Current president. Okay, yes. Man. Family, this is deep. So they use them for fiduciaries too. Now, okay, look, why do they have a surety bond? So let's follow this here. The VA will require fiduciary to purchase and maintain corporate security bonds for funds over 25,000. Because I think below 25,000, if somebody messed over your money, the VA gonna cover it. Protect beneficiary. Bond replaces the beneficiary funds if you commit fraud or if you waste or misuse the beneficiary's funds or the veterans fund. Wow. Surety. He say LOL. Unsurety. Oh, he say unsurety. Oh, okay. Oh, he say unsurety. Sean, you a mess. Now listen, Charlton says Pennsylvania has something filed support law passed August 16, 2025, first spouse, second audit children if they don't, I guess, have jail time. Okay. Family, y'all teaching us some stuff here. Family, we doing this thing. Now listen, scams, they happen. We talked about them. People buying snowmobiles that are fiduciaries for veterans. People taking all of 3 different veterans, they fiduciary are handling money and taking all their money. Sometimes as fiduciaries, sometimes just making the veteran give them the check. The late one fiduciary, she was taking vacations, remember, all over the world. You got to watch out for the scams. And if you got a family member that have a fiduciary, you need to check in on them. Farm Girl Rebel, and there was a husband and wife back in like 2012. They were lawyers, and they was taking this veteran want to buy Thanksgiving for his children, grandchildren, a big Thanksgiving, and the fiduciary wouldn't get up off the money. And he reported it, the family reported on his behalf and found out they had been stealing over $200,000 from the veteran. Now listen, Farm Girl Rebel say, look, this old dog learning something tonight. Woot, woot. Listen, family, because you might get in a situation where you become incapacitated. You might be in a car injury. They will get a fiduciary over your claim. You might be in a coma. They might get a fiduciary. You say, well, I'll just get a what they call that? Power of attorney. It don't affect the VA funds. They choose you can't do that. So you can't get them removed if they're not doing their job, okay? So here's the information. If it hadn't changed, here's the regional office dealing with fiduciary. That's the email address. That's the website, phone number, and you contact just the VA regional office. Okay? All our leaders hurt our children. Well, I hope there's some good ones out there, but that's what a lot of these things that's happening affect our young ones. You're right, Doc Shelley. Now so they take your weapons. Let's say you got them. They've changed the law, but there are other things that put your weapons at risk. So it's back to mental health again. If you have mental health conditions, it's not just the fiduciary program. That's changed. So now you can own them. It also happens when you Baker Act. If you've heard of the Baker Act, let us know. Okay? If you've heard of the Baker's Act, give us a thumb up in the chat or yes, or give us a thumbs down or no. Have you ever heard of the Baker Act? Put a Y in the chat. Yes, okay. Farm Girl Rebel has heard of it. What happens to firearms when a person is Baker Act? Law enforcement will confiscate any firearms owned by the person. Okay, that's the first thing. Say, I remember when and why it was implemented. Okay, tell us. So OT say yes, Baker Act for your yes. For information, yes, Betty Bob's heard of it. Now, so they can confiscate your weapons. Listen, if a risk protective order, okay, or RPO is issued, The person must surrender all firearms, ammunition, and concealed weapon permits. The firearms are usually returned within 24 hours of discharge unless an RPO is issued. Come on now. Okay, let's talk about it. Now, Baker Act is a Florida law that allows for the involuntary medical examination of people who are experiencing a mental health crisis. All right. And this happened to one of our veteran brothers. And unfortunately, he was treated unfairly. He went in for help. Okay, it is to prevent suicide, which makes sense. We have 33 likes and 14 watching. You know, that's real too. That's real too. So I gave classified, was it immunizations to Desert Storm veterans? What did I give them? What you mean? Like them shots they gave us? Let us know if that's what you're talking about, Doc Shelley. Because I remember, I don't know what those chemicals was. Now listen to what our sister say here. Our sister say, I remember my uncle who was involved in it as he was mentally unstable. It was a big to do in the family, as my own father had to get it implemented. That's rough. That's rough, Sister Farm Girl Rebel. Okay, now, then the VHA Directive 1160. Okay. Then Sean say it might be this. Then we have Charlton say only Florida, moved to Pennsylvania. Now, what real overlord is rule is like. Okay. Now, so this is what happened. And matter of fact, now I want y'all to understand something. This happened. The report was released by in August 28, 2024, but this involved one of our fellow veterans. Incorrect use of the Baker Act at a North Florida, South Georgia veteran health system in Gainesville, Florida. Come on now. And they say it like that because I guess it covers parts of Georgia too, because they're so close, that Georgia-Florida line. Now, the purpose is to provide temporary involuntary detention and psychiatric evaluations for individuals who have a mental illness and are a danger to themselves or others. So this is what happened. So, but in this situation, we're going to get into detail. Why was this Veteran Baker Act? He asked for help. You go to VA hospital, ask for help, and they say, okay, we're going to get you set up. He talked to an individual, and then he went up to the VA and he said, hey, I'm here to meet John, or whoever the person's name was. And, you know, he said, because he thought he was going to put him in some kind of counseling group. He didn't threaten nobody. He didn't threaten to hurt nobody. He didn't say nothing about firearms. He just thought he was being helped. Now you say that only Florida moves to Pennsylvania. Know what's real. Overlord rule is like to minimize the 22nd day. So he went in there, this veteran. They pressed the alarm. He asked for the person, and they said, oh, we're going to go get him. And they pressed that alarm on him at the VA hospital and tackled him out of the blue. He don't know what's going on around him. He just there. The person say, ask for me. He asked for the person, and they went and tackled him without talking to him, without telling him anything. And they locked him, put him in the locked him in a mental health facility for at least 3 days or 4 days. And this is where it happened at. Malcolm Randall's Medical Center, Gainesville Division. Okay. Yes. He just went in there trying to get help. And he was trying to get out of there. And he didn't know I don't know why I'm here. This is not good. There's a video on it too. Now listen, Sean says, watch out a video about this live about this issue. Do some states have laws that states if someone feels threatened by you, they can take your firearms? Maybe, but they have to prove it. They have to get like a protective order or something. It can happen if you have certain trespassing judgments against you or domestic violence. Many cases, in many states, they will take your firearm. So you gotta be careful. That's why I don't argue with people. So they say, yeah, you go in the group, I got you. That guy lied to him. Yes, John, in Pennsylvania, it's a PFA order. Okay. So, but Doc Shelley say not in Oregon. Okay, Doc Shelley. Lies. That person lied to him. Can you believe a representative for the VA hospital lied to our brother? Now, I can't remember his name right now, but go back and watch the video. Veterans Baker Act at Florida VA hospital raises question by state law. Why did they make a big deal about it? Because this brother took his own life within, I think, 3 to 6 months after getting out. And he never went back to the VA hospital for help again. And this is horrible. He went there for help. They attacked him. And then he never went back to the VA hospital. My question to you is, would this case be considered malpractice? Because you have somebody that's working in a medical position, like a counselor, therapist, psychologist, whatever they are, saying come to this group, or social worker. Do you think this is malpractice at the VA? And the family should be they should be sued for this by the family. Each state has different firearm laws. Yes, indeed. And in Texas, just on a happier note, if you have you can get a discount on your firearm, $25 off your concealed weapons license. What about your state? And another thing you need to know, if you get out the military with a certain discharge, especially a dishonorable discharge, they can bar your ability to have weapons in the civilian world. But a lot of people don't know it. Like, they don't follow the laws at the state and the local level. We had a gentleman down here in Southwest Texas who went in a church about 6-7 years ago and took a lot of people's lives. He had an order against him coming out the military with his bag dishonorable discharge that he wasn't supposed to own firearms, but he was able to still buy them. Now listen, so OT say not in a federal building because of the VHA directive 1160. Okay. Then OT says VHA building. Okay. A VA healthcare building. Don't mess with Texas. You know how we are. They got open carry, all that. I wouldn't be wise to open carry though. You don't want nobody to know what you got, in my opinion. I want to ask y'all this. Do you think that drones should be prohibited because they can go into private space? What's your position on drones? Let us know. You know, those personal drones that people fly, they can fly, you know, you may have that little moon in your window and they have a drone right there. How do you feel about drones? What's your opinion on drones? Yay or nay with drones, personal drones? Do you think that's an invasion of privacy if they're outside of like a field or something? People can be all in your backyard. Now, family, did we cover it? Did we answer the question? Let us know. Family, did we go through it? Huh? No clickbait. Straight to it. Did we cover it? This one box on a DBQ can freeze Backpay, but can't take away Second Amendment rights anymore. Did we cover that, fam? Come on and talk to me. Now listen, Farm Girl Rebel say, personally, if I drive, let me see what we got here. Personally, if a drone is flying under a certain level over private property, I think the landowner can take them out. Yeah, some people gonna do it anyway. That's an invasion of privacy. What if it's a stalker that's doing that to you? So let us know. Covered like a wet blanket. We covered it, family. Yeah, it ain't a whole bunch of fanfare, but we went to it. We telling you things that you can protect yourself with. Am I right? Come on now. We're going to get, so yes, no, maybe. Did we cover the topic, family? Yes, no, maybe. So Sean say we covered it like a blanket. Any comments, y'all can go ahead and do them now. Charlton said, yes, H-Town, most vetting channels won't cover these issues. Yeah, that's why, fam, it's cool. Ain't that many people in here right now, but we're going to cover the information that matters. I'm going to cover you, tell you about your benefits, but at the same time, we're going to break this thing down. Huh? Yes, we covered it. Farm Girl Rubber, yes, indeed. Now, listen to what OT says. I don't think this change that came out from February the 17th are just a small, I do think these changes that came out on February 17th are just smoke screens for the temporary failed changes of 38 CFR 4-10.4. I mean 4.10. Yes, we covered it. Okay. You always, the topic, no matter how messy it is. Yes, indeed. We got to cover all of them. You know, people don't want to talk about this, but we need to cover it so you don't get blindsided. We don't want to get blindsided. And see, Doc Shelley gave us information, not in Oregon. They don't bother you there. You way out in the rural area, though, Doc Shelley. Geologists say yes. See, family, we got to do this here. We've been in here hour 49 minutes. Always verify information. That's why we go over it. So you'll know about things like this. That's what I do. And family, you need to be on code like we were earlier. And let me tell you why it's important to be on code. That people in here, because I was listening to video, that's when the trolling started. Did you notice that? When I started the video, that's when the trolling started, family. So they know I was off topic. So they came in here. But look how blessed my family is. Start telling me, recycle them out. Uh-oh, somebody dropped something in here. Y'all let me know it's trolls in here. Sheep and wolves clothing, wolves and sheep clothing. Huh? See, that's how we handle it. And see, that way, can't nobody say H-Town picking on them. We going right at it. Huh? It's all about being informed, because that will help us deal with our anxiety, our depression. That will protect us. That would help protect our benefits by us being knowledgeable of what's going on. We got 33 likes and 14 watching. Yes, indeed. Yeah, we're going to deal with the truth. Now, one thing, like I said, of being on code, and I some people, this might rub you the wrong way. Don't come to the channel and say you're going to go out. Oh, I'm going over here where there's other people at. That's not, we can't do that, okay? You may not have been no harm. The reason I'm bringing it up, going toward the future. We should be able to talk as adults, because I don't want y'all going to nobody else's channel and say, hey, I'm here, but I'm going to H-Town. That's like trying to get people to leave, and we don't want to do that, even though that may not be your intent. Now listen, H-Town, How about finding lover for veterans? Next topic. We did a video on that one time. Should we have a dating app for veterans? Huh? What would we call it? If we had a dating app for veterans, what would it be called? I'm single. Huh? What would it be called? Family, the law, we can pretty much cover the law changes the night they changed on fiduciary. So we did that. Now we're going to go into the news section because there is some news that H-Town wants to talk about. And I haven't saw this video. Our sister Betty Bob sent them to us. All right. Oh, yeah. So let's see. We'll see how we get here first, how we got here first. So we got here because, let's see. Delights, okay. Dating apps would become scammers' delights. They enjoy that, huh? It'd be trolling like crazy, huh? Now listen. Let's get into veteran news. All right. Veteran news. I don't think I need to do that. Let me see. Veteran news. All right. Let's get into it. Dating apps. Dating is easy. Yeah, if you already got somebody, Farm Girl Rebel, huh? For some, maybe not for others. It depends. Now listen, I ain't had no problem. I just been busy. I got purpose going on here. Now listen, the evaluation impact of medication. Evaluating the impact of medication. Remember, they did this with the law when they was talking about it. Department of Veteran Affairs and the big shakeup they was going to change on the 17th. Department of Veteran Affairs amends 38 CFR 4.10 within the rating schedule for rating disability VASRD. VASRD. And we went into that, in detail. And our brother Raider really went into that. Now, family, let's get to the other news. Oh, Lord. Let's get to the other news. We're going to get to this other news that's y'all been talking about and telling me about. I don't know about this, so we're about to find out. Now, here we go. From Orange County, here we go. This here, let's see, this is coming from Veteran VA Benefits and Claim Assistant. I don't know how this much is to be true, but they're saying Doug Collins said this. Let's see what the House Veteran Affairs Democrats. The veterans, this is what they said. The veteran community forced this retreat. So let me look at the bottom and see what happened. VA Secretary Doug Collins reportedly said effective immediately, VA is halting enforcement of the interim final rule evaluating ratings, impact on medication. The law I just showed you. Now listen. So the House Democrats, the House Veteran Affairs Democrats said this: the veteran community forced this retreat. A tweet is not a rescission. Okay, the interim final rule is still in the Code of Federal Regulations until it is formally withdrawn. Veteran benefits remain at risk. Rescind it. So they're saying him just giving lip service is not enough. What do y'all think about that? Or camouflage or crudes, okay. Or fall in, okay. Oh, that's the name. What's to be the name of camouflage and Cooties. Oh, dating at ease. Okay, dating at ease. Give us some names of some some dating apps we could have. Or fall in. Okay. That sounds dangerous and risky. You might hurt yourself. Now they say that change is doomed. That change is doomed from the get-go because of USC 1155/1111/1110. He's buying time. Crooked Dougie Collins. How do y'all feel about that? What do you think he's up to? You think he's had a change of heart? What do you think is going on? Until it's removed finally, it isn't official. He said he's going to do it. He say that he's halting enforcement of the interim final rule. That don't mean he's done away with it. That means it's still in place and it can be enforced later. It's just not being enforced. Along the books, we ain't doing nothing with it right now. We waiting for the heat to blow over. I don't know. But can you give him the credit that he got rid of the Second Amendment, the violation of veterans' Second Amendment rights? He rubbed us good on one side and he's kicking us in the behind on the other. But what you say? Robert says this: I think they will delay until September. Give me a second. He said, I think they will delay until September when the 4 others take effect. Then Dougie says, hold my beer. Once he get his way, huh? What y'all thinking about this? Talk to us. H-Town here with you. OT say, nah, he is still up to no good. He did good by you. He made it where they can't take your weapons, and now you turning on him. He's trying to make amends. He's even thinking about not enforcing this right now. Now, look, Farm Girl Rebel say, I'm putting Collins and Gade into the same bucket. Whoa! He's a preacher now. Touch not my anointed or do my prophet no harm. That's God. That's a man of God. So why would he be lying or being deceptive? Why would he do that? OT say they opened up the registry for comments. When did they do that? Do you think this is a reaction to them opening up the comments and veterans flooded the comments? Let us know. Sean says he's between a rock and a hard place looking for his next move. I hear you. Nope. Listen what nope, it's a smoke screen so that the truth cannot be seen. I hear you there, OT. Now, boy, if anybody believing in the Pastor Dougie, can we get an amen? If you support Pastor Dougie's moves and you think he's doing it from a sincere place, give him an amen. Now, 66 says Dougie is just trying to make sure he can do it without any blowback or legal challenges. Charlton say, it's like captain called on ship. False flag concern. Wow. Now listen to Sean. The Second Amendment issue was low-hanging fruit. So that was really simple. That was a non-starter. That's something that's not going to hurt nobody. But this law, well, it was hurting people, but you say it was easy for him to do because it wasn't a lot of pushback, I guess. But he did something good. Will you give that to him, Charlton? Give Pastor Dougie his props. The Secretary of the VA, Doug Collins, protected our rights 2 days ago, even though he did something else that kind of trying to restrict it. Let us know. Jay Oliver say, Dougie, a.k.a. Reverend Lowdown. Oh, Leon Lonnie Love. Reverend Leon Lonnie Love. Robert says this. When the Mental Health and Sleep Apnea Act takes effect in September, then he will reinstate this. Mark my words, please. That's a very good position. Family, y'all are getting into this here, and I really appreciate you. We're talking about Pastor Dougie. He did something good where he made it where veterans that fall under a fiduciary, they can't take their firearms anymore, but they saying over here, he's changing, he's pushing away law that was being implemented based on case law. He wanted to do the loophole around it. We talked more about it. And now he's kind of saying he's not going to enforce the new law that he got. That don't mean he did away with it. So some people are somewhat suspicious. Jay Oliver say he is going to wait until after the midterms. Oh, he's just playing politics. Don't say that. Somebody give us some hope. Say amen for the Pastor Dougie. Somebody support him. If you don't feel fearful to speak up, if you think he's doing some good out there. I don't think it was a reaction to a negative comment. What do you think it was, Farm Girl Rebel? That's a good one. She says, hey, Jay. Now listen to 66. And some preachers want folks to help them buy a new jet. Oh, he said, I set myself up for that. Did I set myself up for that? Oh, Lord. Hey, no. Oh, listen. No. Yep. Y'all ain't going to support it. Yep. We say some people that mess with it. Now, let's see. What do you want, H-Town? Me to change? $400. This man come on here talking about trying to pay people $100. $100, a stripper take her shoe off, her stiletto, and start beating you in the head. It's hard economic time. He out here trying to thirst trap with $100. Oh, man. That other dude, Charles is getting on this case. He say, Charles say it's high. Look, H-Town been bringing in the family, been bringing in the views, the channel, and everybody's here. And I ain't had to take my clothes off. Oh, Lord, listen, Pastor Dougie playing 5D chess. Man. Or is the veteran on any one of those dimensions of 5D chess? Let us know, Sean. Now, listen, the Farm Girl Rebel say, we need to start a GoFundMe for Charleston's transition. Oh, Lord. Oh, we having fun here. Look, 66 cutting up. They laugh. Oh, she got you that time. She got you that time. I shouldn't have laughed. I was kind of coughing, Charlton. Now, listen, Pat, you somebody always got good clap back. She got out in that time, Charlton. What can you say? What can you say, brother? Now, Betty Bob say, Pastor Dougie is a TV preacher asking Creflo Dollar how to get private planes with the VA funds. I hope he don't get caught up in no scandals. Good one, Farm Girl Rebel. Now, listen. Now, OT says it was a reaction, and we're doing all this in fun, family. We just having fun. It is a reaction from the alphabet soup and several reps and senators that got him to retract the changes. So, do you think his ego is too big to let that slide? Tell me what y'all think about that. Family, y'all done an incredible job. We covered that thing. Did we not cover it? Family, where is he to talk to us about what he's doing? Is he still missing, or has he been found? He did something when it comes to giving veterans that have fiduciary their Second Amendment rights back. Who? Let me ask. I want y'all to be straight up. Who gives Pastor Dougie his props for doing away with the restriction on the Second Amendment rights for veterans who have a fiduciary? Let us know. Give him a thumbs up or say something good about Pastor Dougie. Now look what he say. OT say that was the start. It all his ego. Pastor on the hot seat, the devil in the details. Yes, indeed. Then OT say when he lost Ingram versus Collins. And OT said, haha, in a market near you. Y'all cut me up. Betty Bob say Dougie was never missing. He was scheming on doing us veterans in. Wow. Doc Shelley just say F the government. Huh? Half thumbs up. I ain't never heard no half thumbs up. Hold on. Y'all, Charlton, can you give Pastor Dougie at least some credit for getting away with the Second Amendment violations of taking veterans who are on the judiciary, taking their firearms away? You can't give him credit. Come on now. Now listen, Farm Girl Rebel say Pastor Dougie appears to have two working legs. Yes, indeed. Now, folks can say whatever they want about the previous VA secretary. I like the way he did monthly information conferences. Let me ask you, has any other secretary of the VA been this how can I say, either divisive or this much in the limelight or noticeable? Has had this many reactions? Or is he shaking it up? Has there any other secretary of the VA shook up things like Doug Collins? Jay, that was a nod to you. Come on now. Respect. Go ahead, Farm Girl. Now listen here. Oh, is that a C plus or a C minus, Charlton? Now Charlton said, well, yes, I'll give a C minus for effort for Dougie. Okay, we got C, just a C. I'm sorry. I put the minus. Sorry about that. J. Oliver say, and one knee on our neck. So look, he got one hand reaching to pull us up, and while he got another knee on our neck holding us down. Wow, metaphorically speaking. Transparency is what we vets all want. Can he give us transparency? Do you think he's capable, Doug Collins, of giving us transparency? Say, you too generous, Charlton from OT. Fam, y'all are getting in here. You mean Dougie scheming? That don't make sense, do it? Say, no, you can't give him a chance. Okay. Wow. Family, we did this thing tonight. Now, about our channel, family, y'all keep chatting. Okay. Our channel is set up like this, family, so people don't understand. We're meant to be informative, interactive, respectful, protective, trophy, and transparent. Okay? So I will correct things that it's not meant to, and that's why I need to get some moderators, because when I do it, people might take it personal. I ain't come around you trying to embarrass me. No, it's just that we can't, this ain't no free floating thing. Huh? I banned a big time YouTuber. I banned them, and I banned them, and they can't come back here unless they bend the knee. Huh? Pop your email again. Okay, I will. Now listen, our Farm Girl say, so all these positions are filled by politicians and their lackeys. Don't trust them at all. And the reason I ban them is because you don't come in and disrespect my house. You don't come in here to my house and wipe your behind on the curtains. Huh? Because I don't, let me ask you this, have H-Town ever went to anybody's channel and been disrespectful to your knowledge? Have you ever seen me disrespect any content creator that comes to my channel? Whether they be in the chat, they come up, let me know. Correct me if I'm wrong. I've always tried to be at the bottom, transparent. You know, Dougie is going to release the UFO files. Is he going to do that? Yes, indeed. Let me put that back up there. Yeah, family. Yeah, so we big. H-Town Vet Northside at gmail.com. So let's see what our sister Betty Bob say. I give Dougie D+, telling us that there was interior declarations on the VA payroll. So you think it's just window dressing games and it really means nothing, huh? That he's trying to distract us, low-hanging fruit, as our brother said earlier. I just corrected Dr. Barr on his earlier video. Okay. I don't know who that is. Okay. Thank you. Thank you. Be hearing from me, H-Town. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Yeah, family, we trying to do this thing. And family, if you want to join us on our live streams, and this we have popping live streams because our live streams are interactive. Everybody bringing their knowledge, their wheelhouse to the game, okay? So that's why I say I don't have no problem with you going over to other places. Do that. But when we on here, we focus on what we doing. If your man came home talking about, oh, your food is good, baby, but my last girlfriend food was good. You know what y'all gonna say, ladies? If your husband or your spouse say, I love your food, but this one dish, my mama cook it better, or my ex-girlfriend cook it better. See, some things don't need to be said. Okay. If you want to join our lives, they're going to be on Sundays and Thursdays at 6 p.m. Central Time. And we're going to try to make Tuesday another day. It's been kind of hectic lately, but we did one last night on Wednesday, and we're doing one tonight. Thank you. Now, how to contact us. And that's what our brother was just saying. If you like to contact us, at the bottom is our email, htownvetnorthside@gmail.com. That's a way to do it privately, because you might have your regular name on there. Just let us know what your name is in the chat. We don't divulge that information. Or if you just want to use it with your email without your regular name. And please go over to our channel and watch our videos, H-Town Vet Northside. That's our handle, okay? And if you'd like to donate, we have our Cash App, H-Town Vet Northside, capitalize the letters as needed, and our PayPal, which is just the same as our email, htownvetnorthside@gmail.com, all things lowercase. Thank you, family. Look, we getting in there, man. Let me tell you something. Now, listen, let's try to look out for our veterans that are homeless. Smash that like button, family. Now, we have Brother Charlton say, should make better bops. You mean so much. You mean no such position. I'm crushed. Was going to apply after I transitioned for that job. Oh, God. You know he's going to come back with a comeback. Oh, man. This guy's out of control. Do y'all have any feelings? Sometimes you man sailors. Now, about we're in the after party, so whatever you want to bring up, family. We want to hear from you now. And the first thing we want to ask you before you bring it up, how's that weather where you at? Let us know, family. How is the weather? Family, how is that weather? Here in where I'm at, it's 71 degrees, low of 67. How is the weather where you at, fam? Now, the temperature, I want you to hear it here. The temperature, I want to know y'all temperature too. Is it snowing, raining, and the temperature? Wet out here in Cali. Give us the temperature if you don't mind too. OT. Family, this one here broke the bank because we didn't just cover in this video. We was asking if they're able to change the 38 CFR. Is any veterans protected? Is our benefits, or are we safe? And we went into it. We had 1,100 views before the video was over, and that's just us in here talking. Y'all was putting it out there. Rain and 47. And family, we handling things, but we don't mean no harm. We love you. We want you to know that. Questions and answer, fam. Any questions? It's 73 degrees. Any questions, family? If I can't answer them, the family should be able to help. Be careful of the scams. Now listen, we say here, Betty Bob say, Charleston, since I'm so close 3 hours, 3-hour drive and 2 hours to help you dress beautifully and drag. Oh, Lord, let me let y'all do y'all thing. Oh, boy, they cutting up. Oh, look, this, hello. I got to finish it because what's the name said something too. That mini baby darling, you are definitely not cheap. I'll throw in some lipstick. You said the boy need a little lipstick on it. Now, watch out for scams out here, family. Now, I want y'all to be honest, fam. Let us know. Have you ever thought about using a claims company with your claim? That wasn't around when I was doing it, or I didn't know about it back in the 2004 to 2014. I really didn't know nothing about that. Let me ask you, have you ever used a claims agent or consulting company that, now listen what I'm saying, tell me if I'm right or wrong, that that's unaccredited, but they helped you? If you did use one, let us know. If you used one and they did you wrong, VA claim advisor. How do you feel about them, family? Let us know. Okay, I read that one. Jalva say the former VA secretary, how you say that? McDuggan had monthly teleconference that invited vets to ask questions. He was an administrator, not a vet. Congress drug him. Okay. Hold on. So, administrator, not a vet. Congress drug him. Okay. Or let Congress drug him. I'm sorry. They laughing. Okay. Martin in the room. Everybody show love. 40 feels like 32 in high desert also. Yes, indeed. Now, Farm Girl Rebel say, I did use one. Helped me out a lot. My VSO was clueless about secondaries. So it helped you. So these people, sometimes you dealing with these VSOs or you dealing even with your lawyers. So sometimes claim consultant, for-profit claim companies can help, right? I've heard they wouldn't be around if they wasn't helping people. J. Oliver, 84 degrees, I'm sorry, and clear in Louisiana. Lawyer for appeal. Okay, use the lawyer. Hey, everybody show love to Martin. OT say hi, Martin and Jason. Okay. Yes, they could. Okay. Now listen. Hi, OTC. Now, let me ask you this here. Who really was impacted, was able to get a lot of stuff you needed for your claims or benefits information on YouTube, or YouTube, any other social media? If you did it on YouTube, put UT in the chat, capital UT in the chat. If you learned a lot from YouTube, what percentage, tell us what percentage you learned on YouTube you think about this here? Half or more? What percentage did you learn about veteran benefits and claims on YouTube? If you learn, you can put UT for YouTube. I learned on YouTube. Then Sean learned on YouTube. OT learned on YouTube. And Martin is saying hi to Jay. VA 100%. Okay. Okay. Now, Betty Box learned on YouTube. Then OT say 80%. Now, I think Doc Shelley was a Raider, so they learned right at the job. Y'all keep putting in there. Now, listen. OT say this was all of the VA's fault if the reform of the implementation of VHA 1131. I like that you be putting those numbers in there and bringing those facts. Now listen to what Farm Girl Rebels say. I think the powers that be are going to try and shut down private claims companies because they are so effective. All in the name of looking out for veterans because we are too stupid to know. Now, let me ask you this here. Y'all let me know where you man, I really appreciate y'all coming in here. And I really appreciate you. OT says Google Gemini. Okay. And then CB says YouTube. Charlton say on YouTube, 90% learn 90%. Then me, UT PhD, Jalva. Now tell me YouTube and what other ways you learn. Now, YouTube. Doc Shelley say RVSR training is awesome. See, you got that inside. You be sharing. Used to be anyway. Okay, you don't know about now because I think he actually worked for the. They work for the VA, Doc Shelley. Now, YouTube 95%. I learned probably about 40% or so because I knew a lot, but I learned a lot more here. I'm sorry. Zero Boundaries said, everybody show love to Zero Boundaries. We're glad that you're here. I am the H-Town vet, and I'd like to welcome you to our channel, a place where we will discuss a variety of benefits available to veterans, active duty members, and their dependents, and just sit here and chop it up and support each other. So glad you're here. Everybody show love to Zero Boundaries. YouTube 70%. Okay. Everybody, look at everybody. Yes, indeed. This is what we do here. That's what we come here for. Yes, indeed. Zero B. Hi. Glad to be here. We're glad that you're here because this is about you. This is all about us. We're not here just to talk at you. We're here to talk to you and listen to you. You understand? This is the whole purpose of this channel. Now, we do have rules and guidelines we kind of go by. If we hear, we talk about our channel. Now, if I have a guest up, yeah, I'm going to shout out their channel. But if I'm doing something here, we don't talk about what's going on somewhere else. So I have to, make that clear because we don't want to be losing people. Why you call me out, Betty Bob say 37 likes and 25 watching and say hello, Zero from Benny. Sean say funny. The funny thing is the VA has a search tool for finding claim representatives. Ain't that something? You can find them online, but nobody really want to go there, do they? Now listen, welcome to the therapy session. OT says, yes, indeed, Zero. Now look, let's say, I know private VSOS, don't trust them. Let me ask you in here, who think they should get rid of for-profit claims companies? Who think they should get rid of them? Huh? Say, if you feel like they should get rid of them, let us know. Should they get rid of for-profit claims companies? Put in there, get them out of here. Put get out. Or you can say they can stay. Let us know how you feel about it. I want to make sure I didn't miss nothing. Now listen, who feel that way? Let us know. Who worry about them claim sharks? Who think that dealing with them are dangerous? All right, you can let them stay. They can stay. If you don't think they should stay, put a shark in the the word shark or shark in the in the chat. Say me. Okay, let me see. Now, Farm Grill say there are claim sharks out there, but veterans are adults. You can go with one of those expensive places or go elsewhere so you can shop around. But Big Daddy government wants to make sure there isn't a choice. So they complaining, but they the one created this problem in many ways. So who feel like they're sharks? All of them are sharks. Put shark in the chat. Doc Shelley say they all sharks. Put shark in the chat if you think that all these for-profit companies are sharks. If you have a positive feeling about some, put that in the chat. All these companies aren't bad actors. Okay, so they disagree. Why do you think they're OT say Jaws? Why do you think, the Doc Shelley, that they're all are sharks? Why do you think that? Because some people here say they got help by them. What is your experience? Why do you call them sharks? They can't do some good. Charlton say can't stay. Some vets may need them as a last resort. That's possible. Yes, that's true. Now, I don't think they should get rid of them. This is from Zero Boundaries. But they should have a cap on the amount of money they can charge. That sounds reasonable. Now, Benny says, can't stay, but limits what? You say you can't stay, but limits what they can. So you want to get them out of here. Oh, they can stay. They can stay. He say some of the companies can stay, but limit what they charge. Expensive. No more 5-time fees. I agree. Now listen to what Sean says. They are necessary because the VSOs do such a terrible job. Who do you blame for the VSOs doing such a terrible job? Do you think they need more training? What's your opinion on that, Sean? OT say they need to train the VSOs first, then get rid of the for-profit ones. So get rid of the sharks. She said they can stay. Oh, hold on. I got to get... Doc Shelley is trying to save you from him, girl. Rebel say you're being taken advantage of. You just don't see it. How do you feel about that? Now, OT said accredited lawyers can charge between 20 and 33%. And we've been talking about that for over 2 years on this channel. They can go up to 33 at their discretion. They say they feel like they got it. Zero, that would be the way to go. Okay. Let me make sure I ain't missed nothing. Farm Girl say, love you, Doc, but disagree. My help came at the cost of 2 times the increase, which I felt was reasonable. So as a vet, you can't do this all by yourself. All of us can't. Even though I was knowledgeable, I didn't have the confidence given my state of him. I don't know, everybody, but you've been on the other side of the picture, in my opinion. You know, you might be right, but all of us don't have the confidence though, Doc Shelley. OT say they do take advantage of our ignorance. Okay. But not all have the time for that. Okay. Yes, indeed. To do it on their own. Some people are busy. You don't have time to learn it. I agree with Shipmate. Okay, Betty Bob said. Let me scroll down. OT says it's all about the training. Okay. Training is an issue. They're talking to each other personally. Okay. Now, boy, y'all are chatting away. Ernest says this. In my experience, the contracted VA examiners have too much power. How in the world does a nurse practitioner who's never treated me have more weight than my private physician? Ernest, I agree. What can I say, Ernesto? They can't, in my opinion. But they were contracted by the VA or whatever. Now listen, 66 say, funny how Doc can just disagree all the vets that tried by themselves and for years and failed, especially older vets. If it can be done easier and faster, why not? So everybody got different opinions. I love this here. Sean say, in my experience, the VSO I had just filed paperwork. She didn't have any input that would help me develop my claim. Look, if you had problems, negative experience with your VSO, put VSO in the chat and put negative. If you had a positive experience with your VSO, put VSO in the chat and a plus symbol. Okay. I had a positive experience. Okay. Let me tell y'all something. I had a positive experience with my VSO. That was my case though. So I'm gonna put plus. If you had negative, put the dash next to it. So H-Town, oh Lord, H-Town messed it up. H-Town ain't worth the quarter. I'm gonna delete my comment. Should I block myself? put okay, VSO, and whether you had a positive or negative experience. So with me, it was positive. So I put VSO. So my experience was positive. So MG Smith experience with a VSO was positive. Jay Oliver's was negative. He laughed. I ain't gonna block myself. I will though. 66, you had a VSO, was it positive or negative? We letting you know, Doc Shelley, why people went the other way. VSO negative for Charlton. Now listen here. Farm Girl Rebel, VSO positive and nice guy, but really failed me in the long run. So even if it's positive experience, it still can be a problem. I'm deleting my, I meant to delete your comment. I think that was my comment. Hopefully I didn't delete your comment. I'll delete mine, Farm Girl Rebel. I'm sorry. Benny say VSO negative. Betty Bob say VSO negative. You can't deny the facts. You cannot deny the facts, family. Sean, VSO negative. So OT say TV VSO negative. Oh, it's good to have a variety of opinions on the subject. Makes it spicy. Yes, Farm Girl. We don't want to. Look who's in the room. Texas Mountaineer. Y'all coming through, and we appreciate it. We like Motel 6. We'll leave the light on for you. Oh, Lord, we can't talk like that now because we had somebody in here propositioning people earlier, trying to throw one bill, $100. These women ain't hearing that. Yeah, what you talking about? Oh, boy. Now, and I say, hey, just apologize. Say apologize for what? Well, you don't see it. You can't be in here trying to thirst trap. I mean, we're trying to trick off, trying to, trick. You can't use the channel for tricking. That'll be clickbait. Texas Mountaineer. Knowledge is confidence. Confidence is power. Power leads to higher percentage. And that's what I needed was confidence. And my VSO gave me confidence. And we'll do it again. Wow. Now let's see what 66 said that our brother was so vehemently against. Oh, I must have missed a whole lot of. Funny how Doc can just disagree all the vets that tried themselves and for years and failed, especially older vets. I read this earlier, but I'm using this in response to what Doc Shelley said. If it can be done easier and faster, why not? And Doc Shelley said, 66, you're wrong. And I believe that's what you was focused on. Now listen to what Sean said. From my experience, the VSO I had just filed paperwork. She didn't have any input that would help me develop my claim. Mine did. The decent ones only charge 20%. Do you think it's ever justified to charge over 20% from a credit claim agent or a lawyer? Yes, it's all about getting educated. Now, I do agree with that with Doc Shelley. You got to be in. Doc Shelley, I do agree with that part. But I still needed help. But I played an important part. What about my secret shopper idea? We need to find out about your secret shopper idea. Let us know. OT said, I recently helped out an older vet that did not know how to get his rating status. Fixed it, no charge. Okay. And that's what I think Doc Shelley said, you gotta you can do it yourself. But that's why we have channels where we come together. Negative have it. Okay. Negatives have it. Look at this here. So 6 had negative experience. Oh, let me say that hurts H-Town. Don't block yourself. I saw it. I just, I had to have it. I be wanting, that was in the past, but Betty Bob's corrected me because she say, H-Town, don't block yourself. Because I want to prove that I don't want to think people I'm unfair. I block myself just to show, but I don't know how to unblock myself. So, H-Town, I can't unblock you. You have to give me the power. You haven't given me the power yet. Yes, I'm gonna give you the power. We're gonna work on that. We're gonna get our moderators. I'm studying the stuff after the day. I've been car shopping and all kind of stuff. OT, the same VSO that told my friend that his dependents were not qualified for DEA when he is. Wow. Farm Girl say, LOL. I've been deleted on H-Town. We say, oh, I'm a rebel. I didn't delete you, did I? Oh, Lord. So let's say negative have it. That's right. MOPH have no fundings to do claims. What is that? MOPH. Y'all know. I was a VSR, a RVSR senior, and a VSO. Wow. Thank you. Thank you for bringing your knowledge to the channel. Say, hey, Texas. What Texas? Oh, yeah, y'all talking about Texas Mountaineer. Everybody showing love. Hi, Texas. Evening Mountaineer. And then 66 says, okay, Doc, since you were all of those, tell where SKI, your co-workers up to par. No, tell me, I don't know what that means. Now listen, Betty Bob say 37 likes and 28 watching. We thank you for being in there, family. I paid $100 for my first cat medicine. Wow. And Dr. say 66. What? Don't understand what you said. Re-say that 66. It may not came out right. Sean, that was mine as well. Now, so he goes back and restated or say 66 says, Doc Shelley, where are those co-workers at every position up to par? Oh, were all those co-workers, were they up to par? Back in the early 2000s, my co-workers were the best vet reps. Okay. I had some issues with the VA, but when I learned how to do the process, it wasn't as hard. I have to say that. And I was in the early 2000s. And I got help. My first start was from somebody working for the VA. I have to say that. I thanked them about 2 weeks ago. They've been there a long time. Why I missed your stream the other day? I don't know, because maybe I did the last minute. I'm going to try to do it days before. The next live stream is going to be on Sunday at 6 p.m. Central Time. So click on your notifications sometime and give it to you. So I do apologize, OT. And thank you for being concerned, and we appreciate that. Texas Mountaineer says, remember, claims must be evidence-based. Yes, evidence-based claims have to be. The evidence must be brought to the VSO to be formatted into a successful claim. Love the way you said that. Very, very clear. It's true, many VSOs are inexperienced. maybe not providing the evidence. OT say, haha, you still for girl. Let me see. Let me see what we got here. 66 say, now, Doc, will you vouch for every worker across the country for them now? Now, that's interesting. I don't know. He say, F no. He won't vouch for him today. He don't like him today. I ain't going to pull that up because you put the whole word up there, Doc. I want, you got to put something in between it. Now, just put the F. We get it. Tex Mountaineer say, some of us veterans expect the VSOs to perform miracles without providing the magic potion. Okay. H-Town. My one cat medication costs $100. How much have y'all spent? Farm Girl Rebel, how much have you spent on an animal? What's the most you spent on one of your farm animals? I'll say vet a step or in S now. Okay, let me put that up. Reps, okay. Now listen. I'm trying to play. Oh, I'm catching up. J. Oliver say VA hires secret shoppers to go to VSOS claim companies and DBQ mills to assess fraud and deal with them. Do y'all think that happened? I never thought about that. I never thought about them putting people undercover. The VA. Where you know this from? Let me know how you know this. Now listen to what Doc Shell say. I do recognize that the VA that I used to work for anymore. I do not recognize the VA I used to work for anymore. Okay, sorry about that. So here we go. J. Oliver say that MOPH mean Military Order of the Purple Heart. Okay, yeah, I know about that name. I don't know. VSO, they're VSO. Okay. So Sean say many veterans don't know what evidence is needed. The VSO should tell the veteran what evidence is needed. Yes, mine did. Listen what OT say. The magic potion is here at H-Town, Raider HQ. Yes, indeed. See how to do that? Look, I ain't got no problem you shouting out people because he shouts me out. Raider shouts me out. And I'm cool with that. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes if people don't shout me out, if they cool and they show respect, like I don't know, he probably have, but the Salty Marine, he may have shouted me out. I shouted him out because I want to, because I like the way he act. And he came over here, and so has the old Salty Marine. Yeah, I appreciate that. And so did Logbook, you know. Yes, indeed. Doc Shelley say, and you used to need a college degree. Wow. It used to be like that. It was like that. Horses are very expensive. Trust me, I know. Easy to drop $1 to $2K for an unexpected vet bill. Now, y'all don't understand. Horses, if they start having, like, their stomach get locked up, man, or you have a tear or something, or especially when dealing with them hooves and the foot issues, y'all know how dangerous that could be. And you gotta have a good horse shoer. Who shoe your horses, Farm Girl? Routine stuff, $200 to $600 each horse. Come on now, this stuff ain't cheap. 66 said, I don't know if they do that. If they do, they should also send them to CNP examiners. And talking about that secret shopping. Who ever heard of the secret shopping? Put shop in the chat if you've heard of secret shoppers, the VA sending people to these unaccredited claim companies, pretend to be veterans needing help with their claim, just to see if they're going to commit fraud, ask the veteran to lie about stuff and stuff. Who've heard of it? Put shop in the chat, secret shopper in the chat, or emoji say secret shopper, or put no shopping in there if you never heard of it. I never heard of it until you said today. J. Oliver just brought me a new term. H-Town, the secret shopper idea is my own in counter fraud, not an actual true thing. Yeah, but I like that. Well, I'm gonna have to add something too, and I ain't gonna say it here. I might have to use that in the thumbnail. OT, how do you know that if you can tell us? Yep, the RVSR, you need a master's. Wow. Okay, OT. So Doc Shedd know what they're talking about. Thank you, Doc. And OT. Farm Girl Rebel Doc, you need to start a counseling service. Yeah, you say, okay. Now Betty Bob say, Farm Girl, $560 a visit. Yeah, you know, I'm free now. But yeah, you free now for free, but it's nothing wrong with you getting compensated for helping too, Doc Shelley. You know, it's on certain things, in my opinion. You know, your talent and experience should be properly compensated. I know you help people. OT, this was the old VBA. Okay. For free. The OIG does that secret shopper. Okay. Oh, they got people. No shopping. Never heard of it. Okay. KMD 86. Now, what about them? What about them? Because I know I asked so many questions, I don't remember. Okay, but I was a star rater 15 years ago. Things have changed. Okay. Is that like Victoria's Secret Shopper? So you was a star rater. Okay, that's why I figure you said star. Family, we caught up on it. And family, I thank y'all for being here. Y'all been so incredible. We getting it up there. We got almost 28, 30 people in here at one time. We at 25 right now. Watch out for the claim sharks and, you know, vet the people that you get to help you with your claim. Watch people that call themselves experts. All right. And I love this from Raider. Charlton has a theme going tonight. Oh, Lord. Oh, Lord. Oh, Lord. Oh, Lord. Y'all going in at it. Look what we got. Hold on. Let's see. We got 38 likes and 23 watching. Accredited VSOs is the way to go. Okay. Now, look, remember, Raider HQ talked about, I covered this long time ago, about 8 months ago, about them reading from a script or having you read from a script. Come out helping you. We can make it 100% guaranteed. We can make your claim easy, fast. And they got your stuff. You got to be careful on the DBQs. It's like they have you reading from a script. Watch out, going to some doctors, and they heard it 100 times. Now, let me see what I got here. 66 say, like HQ said, if you have 3 CNP exams, get denied twice, then approved the third time with same evidence, what in common? What is the common denominator? He always says that. Now, OT says, you asked for it, Charleston. Now, I run when you hear those words. Yes, indeed. Yes, when they reading from a script. Night, family. Fire watch starts at 4 a.m. Wow. Thank you for being here. We appreciate you, Ronan. Ronan, everybody congratulate Ronan and say good night. And he got his 100% permanent total. Congratulate. Everybody show love to Ronan. Now listen, here we go. Benny says some don't want to help unless you give them your login information. Oh boy. They want that login information. What you say they want what? You say they want your login information. Would you ever give a company your login information? Listen what Benny say. Some won't help you unless you give them your login information. Yes or no? Would you ever give a unaccredited claim company or a for-profit company your login information so they'll know when you got your percentage or to help you with your claim? Now, OT says, took 2 supplementals and 2 high-level reviews before my last claim was finally awarded. Okay. Now, listen, H-Town working at a Fortune 500 company and being regulated by the Nuclear Regulatory Commission, they use all type of tricks to penetrate secret areas. Okay. Later, Rona, everybody show love to Rona. Thank you, Rona. Everybody say, Roland, congratulations. No, you say you wouldn't give your login information to nobody. Everybody say good night. Betty says she ain't giving nobody. Even if they talking about they gonna get you a bag. Saying night, Roland from Betty Bob's. Congratulations, true about Roland. He's sweet. Ooh, boy. Everybody saying night to Ronan. Yes, indeed. Ronan B. Good night, Ronan. So you say that's fraud when somebody using your login thing. I never give that information ever. Don't do it. Has anybody ever asked you that? And y'all can read what's called Doc Shelley on that profanity. I told you use initials. I ain't gonna pull it up. A little too much profanity, you know. You gotta kind of abbreviate it and put it just S word or something. Later on, they say H-Town. Okay, H-Town working at a, oh, okay, I read that. Okay, I read that. So I'm caught up. Let's see where we at. So you never give accredited, yes, for no for profit. So accredited claims, you give them your information. Okay. Charlton say no. MG Smith say, Ronan, congratulations. It's life changing. Tell them about it. We happy for you. And we appreciate you for showing up because I know you got a lot of stuff to do. Go to our channel where you find out information about those federal benefits. Now, Farm Girl Rebel say, zero reason for anyone to have that login information. I do believe it is illegal. But they say they're going to help you get that bag. You might feel pressure. Now, Farm Girl Rebel say, she goes on to say, no one has ever asked me for login. If they did, I tell them to go pound sand. Oh, man. What would you do if somebody asked for your login information, fam? Now, listen to what 66 say. I'm not sure, H-Town. The VA gives other folks we don't personally know access. I don't think I would, yet I haven't paid anyone to handle my business either. So at least they being honest. Now, Texas Mountaineer says the veteran should send for his C file if he does not have it. It is possible to know what you, it is impossible to know what you don't know. Okay. Now, Betty said, VA was so stupid in the 90s, they had our Social Security numbers on our cards. Yes, they did. In Virginia, they had your Social Security number on your driver's license. Did you know that? Back in the 90s. Your Social Security number on driver's license. Can you believe that? I'm telling you. I had one. Betty Bob say VA is, okay, I read that one already. Let me get where I can see these better. Then OT say accredited don't need it since they have had access to the VBMS. So they don't need your login information. because they get access another way through the power of attorney. Texas Mountaineers say once the veteran provides this information, the VSOs can put their plan together. Yes, indeed. Benny goes on to say, there are veterans facing hardships of life and will do anything for help. Yeah, crisis situations will bring these type of things, and some of these people know that. Some of these claims companies know that are bad actors. Those that are bad actors, not knowing they willingly give login information. I've been there before, but luckily I was able to get out of my contract. So was it hard to get out the contract, Benny? Let us know. Farm Girl Rebel say, dodged a bullet, Benny. Glad you got out of that. Because they'll take you to court too now. Did you have to pay them some money? Now, OT says, I got my VAC file through my lawyer. Yes, you can do that, or through the VSO. It's possible. Benny say, that large company in Texas almost got me. I know who you're talking about. I'm in Texas. Farm Girl, I believe I know who you're talking about. Farm Girl Rebel said, yes, I still have my old basic military ID, has my Social Security right on there. I think mine did too. I got somebody on, what's that called? What's that thing when you order food and they bring it to your house? DoorDash. Uber Eats. Somebody using that over in Amsterdam to buy food until I had to get my credit card changed. And I don't use the credit card. I don't know how they got access to the number. It has to be through my bank account because I just keep the card. I don't even use it for nothing like that. I haven't used that like that in a long time. Texas Mountaineer, remember we had ours on our dog tags? Yes, we did. Man, our personal information was everywhere. Betty Bob say, H-Town VA did have that on your driver's license. I lived in VA. Talking about Virginia. Yes, indeed. I was there too for 6 years, from 92 to 98. Came back home to Texas. Now, 66 say, there have been a lot of folks at so-called trusted affiliates. The employees have been caught doing the wrong thing. And the VA went home, some of the employees go home with all the veteran personal information. And they had to bring that up some years ago. Mountaineers say C-file available from NARA EVETS, RECS. What are those programs? Let us know. Fam, I thank y'all for being so kind. And that's why somebody's going to see this and know not to give out their personal information. I wouldn't suggest it. H-Town, listen to what Charlton says. H-Town really ordered long distance takeout from Amsterdam. No, I did. How could I do it from Amsterdam? I'm here in Texas. This was in Amsterdam. They ordered 24, 25, 24. And then when my, what you call my person? Matter of fact, I got to pay my credit card. Oh, I need my other thing. So what they call that person? The credit people, the fraud people caught it, and they what? They reversed them. And then while I'm waiting on my other card, they were still doing, they stopped doing the 25. They started doing 12, 10, 11, 12, like $11 each time. I think it was 11. And they did that 3 times and they just automatically shot it back. It was in a weird place. It's in Amsterdam, but it's called like Chile, almost like Chile. I don't know if it was a restaurant or like Chile the country, but it was actually in Amsterdam. National Archive says Texas Mountaineer. And then Farm Girl Rebel says, hey, all, have to bug out and go to bed. Got to get up in the morning. Love being able to come in and be here for most of this. We about to leave too. Night H-Town and the family of brothers and sisters. That's what we are. Now, Benny says, no, it was a supplemental claim. I decided. Supplemental claim, I decide. Their idea of coaching is you still doing all of the work. Veterans may as well do everything themselves. May as well do everything themselves. Now I say, not bad as long as the meal is shipped in a dry ice, H-Town. Now, yeah, that's going to be too long. That stuff ain't going to be good by the time it get here. I mean, why would I ship something all the way from Amsterdam on the other side of England? Come on, man. Good night, Farm Girl Rubber. I'm about to say good night to Farm Girl. See, y'all can say it like that. We just have to say, hey, I'm going over here. I know y'all mean no harm, but we just have to make it clear because this happened a few times. And it's going to make people feel like offended. And some people, as we said, they do it because they get results. H-Town, they knew you was an international. Ain't no international player no more. I put down my player card. So that's why people, they getting results on these claims. That's why people go to them, watch our video. So I plugged it right there. Sandwiches on H-Town. Jay Oliver, are them sandwiches on H-Town? Bruh man, you know Bruh man from Martin, he's from Galveston, Texas. Did you know that? He went to Ball High School. He's from the area. And watch people that go around the law, they might be a claim short. We will. Them all in one packages, they do. Be careful. If they say we got like an assembly line approach to the claim, be careful. And that's it, family. I want to say thank y'all. Y'all been so incredible. And watch out for the sellout crew. Pastor Dougie on the hot seat right now. Okay? You see how they keep rotating who's on the sellout crew? For mid-rats. Yes, indeed. Come on, family. Y'all got to tell me what a mid-rat is. I don't know. Who you think need to be on the sellout crew? We got Coach Tubby, Senator Tuberfield, the Senator Combat Timmy, doing all this stuff. Talking about he got a Purple Heart in Glacier National Park. I don't know how you do that. Dakota Rasta, Medal of Honor winner, talking about, don't put suffering first, sacrifice. They gave him a bag, $100,000 for Medal of Honor winners. Lieutenant Dan, well, you know how that go. The Washington Post doing hit pieces on it. And now we're talking about Pastor Dougie. Is Pastor Dougie anti-veteran or pro-veteran? Put pro or anti-vet. Let us know in your opinion. Is Pastor Dougie more pro-veteran than he is anti? Or is he neither? I'm going to put a question mark because I don't know. I can't say. Is Pastor Dougie anti or pro-veteran? Let us know. Now, if in doubt, don't Dougie. I can't dance. I'm the only black man in Houston that probably can't dance. Jay Oliver says, Midnight Child. Okay. Oh, that's what that is, Midnight Child. Oh, that's Midnight Child. Mudrats, Midnight Child. Okay. Midnight Child. 100%. OT said 100% Dougie is anti-veteran. What y'all say? Charlton say ship galley, leftovers, midnight crew watch. Oh, so they eating out. And then pro Dougie agenda. Okay, he's for himself. Now, fam, I want to say thank y'all. We've made 3 hours, and y'all done an incredible job here. I hope. Did y'all like the broadcast? Let us know if you what you got out of the night's broadcast. Tell us if you got anything out of the night broadcast. Then we say mid-rats are rations or meals prepared for those service members that are working during regular chow hours. At times, it is a bag of lunch. Other times, it is a mess hall, maybe reopened. Okay, therapy. So what did y'all get out of the night? OT say therapy. What did you get out? I got encouragement. I got support. What y'all get out of the night? H-Town, have a beautiful weekend and enjoy the car shopping. I don't enjoy no car shopping, but I'm gonna enjoy it. I guess I gotta live with it. Family, I want to say thank y'all for being here, family. Thank you we'll see y'all on Sunday. The next live stream will be on Sunday. And hopefully we answered the question tonight, family. Huh? Did we do it? And we thank you. So what, you got some good conversation out of it. You all right, H-Town, enjoy. Okay. OT says main subject plus additional information. Very good, family. So we did it, family. For those, go back and watch dealing with Backpay. This one box on a DBQ can freeze Backpay, but can't take veteran Second Amendment rights anymore. We dealt with it tonight, family, and I thank you for your support, participation, and the extra information you brought in here. Keep on keeping on. We're going to do that, Texas Mountaineer. And we want to say thank y'all. We're ready to close out here. So, family, I'm trying to catch your last little text. Sometime I miss them. But thank y'all for being here. We appreciate you coming from the H-Town Vet with love. Thank you. Thank you for joining us. Until next time, family, we want you to come through and we'll see you. OT say night all. And we'll see you on the next one on Sunday, 6 p.m. Central Time. Click on your notifications. Good night.